800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Renewal by Andersen is having their end of summer sale, and it's hotter than the Florida sun, and that's saying something. Renewal by Andersen's windows combine chic design with custom-built craftsmanship, providing impact resistance against Florida's extreme weather, which is more important than ever now that we're in the midst of the hurricane season, especially if you live on Florida's coast. Plus, everything is made in the USA. Now through August 31st, receive $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today and be one of the first 50 callers and receive a free True Scene screen upgrade. Again, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, it's Sabrina from the News Junkie, and I'll be performing at the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam on September 5th at the Orlando Funny Bone. The show is a benefit for the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, and tickets are just $20. Get them at mocomedyjam.com.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish and just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. Lots to get to today, from a new Trump shooter theory to a crazy new update on the Sunken Megayacht. And Lionsgate apologizes for fake movie reviews. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You could join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And how's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good. Ready to party. How are you?
Yeah, good. I mean, it's been a nasty week weather-wise, kind of. Just at least while we do the show, it's been kind of gross. And I hate that. I'm ready for some sunshine and like a nice weekend or something.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
Humid, man. Humid.
Is it? Oh, because it looked just rainy and nasty out there again. And all day yesterday was like this for a long time. It's just not great. But we're hoping for some sunshine and beautiful weather.
Yeah, glass half full of rainwater.
Fall's here, right? Fall is arrived.
According to Starbucks, because today was the first day of pumpkin spice.
I know. And I don't know about that. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit much. Do that many people really like pumpkin spice lattes? Is it that big of a deal?
Speak for one person who
you do
left immediately this morning to go grab herself the very first pumpkin spice.
Oh, really? You did it?
I did. My lovely girlfriend did.
Oh, she did? Okay. There's a lot of people who like this, I guess. And they go down there. Look, Starbucks doesn't do it for no reason. Starbucks does this because it's like printing money for them. They go, all right, put up the pumpkin spice latte sign, light it up, we're ready to go.
I mean, if fall is here, depending on which of the seasons you follow, because there's like 3 different ones, I guess.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I mean,
why can't we just agree on one season so everybody knows what time of the year it is?
Fun.
Well, 2 out of 3 have us still in summer.
Okay.
The astronomical season, where summer ends on the 23rd of September, and the meteorological season, where it ends at the 31st of August. And then the solar Celtic season is all kinds of messed up. We're already past it. That was 31st of July.
Interesting.
All right.
I will consider it fall when I'm not sweating at 6 a.m. when I'm walking Carl.
You're still going to sweat in fall, I think. This is how it's going to go for a while. You might be sweating in December.
Probably. There was a meme that was like, people in Florida, when it says 73 degrees out, like, let's get our sweaters. Winter is here. And that lasts all of 1 hour.
All right, let's do it. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And this is going to be a new sight for you. So take it in. Tell me what you think. Adjust your eyes as you look at the MyPillow guy who shaved his mustache.
Okay.
He got rid of the mustache.
Unrecognizable.
I know, the mustache was all him. It was like when my dad shaved his mustache. Who's this guy I'm looking at?
But did he wear those like fedora-style hats? That's not really a fedora, is it? The straw hat before?
It's like you live on the beach in the Keys. That's your hat. That's the hat he's going for.
Did he do that to sneak into the DNC?
I think he did, actually. Okay, yes, yeah. Because there's a couple of guys who are from the right who are going undercover into the DNC and like wearing costumes and stuff. And I think he did it for that reason. He shaved his mustache off. And somebody approaches him. And I got to tell you, I don't really know what to make of this. It's just weird people yelling weird things at each other. And here it goes. The MyPillow guy with no mustache.
Actually, inside the building. I have a question. How does it feel to support a convicted felon? Hey,
so that's somebody who recognized it was Mike Lindell, and they said, how does it feel to support a convicted felon? And then they just start yelling at me.
See how they attack here? Look at they're attacking me on the war room. Approving sexual abuse of convicted felon.
Harry Sisson, have you gotten your vasectomy yet? I think that's what the audience wants to know.
Nice.
Did you get your vasectomy? Were you aborted? Did your mom?
Are you aborted?
He asked him if he was aborted. Yes, it's a very interesting question to ask a human who's alive. But were you aborted? He said.
Emotionally.
These are adults, which is always the strange thing to me. Like grown-ass adults who are doing this. I don't know.
Makes me a little sad.
The point is, it's weird. It's like, it's really bizarre that grown-ass adults who get so into politics I'm going to go undercover at the DNC, or, I'm going to sneak into here and do this. Really go find something to do, man. It's a beautiful world out there.
Exactly. And then when they go to do it, it then becomes much like we just witnessed, like you're back in the recess yard.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do have an opportunity to, do some reporting or maybe great content, but if you can do it in an adult way, but instead it's like, dude, where are you? Where's you smell like scum, man. Are you aborted? What are you gonna do something with your penis?
Does anybody leave that convo and go, damn, drilled him?
Yes,
I bet
they
both
do.
of them
They
do.
absolutely do. The people on the right that went to the DNC to be trolls or do whatever, they go, we infiltrated the DNC. You didn't infiltrate. It's a public thing that you can buy a ticket to and go to freely.
And you were recognized immediately, Michael.
You
He
can't
was probably
say
recognized because he was doing a live shot from on his phone from some whatever news network that was.
War
the thing
room.
Is, you can't say you infiltrated a place if you go through the front door.
Right.
If you go through security and go through the front door, I infiltrated the event. You infiltrated the event if you hop some fences, go over some barriers, sneak yourself in, do a little, the walking that you do when you're sneaking in somewhere, this kind of thing.
Drop from the ceiling.
The three of us know infiltrating. Mm-hmm. We infiltrated a Tupperware party.
That is correct.
That's true. Yeah.
And then we left immediately and paid for our drinks like idiots.
Oh, yeah. It was an accident. We went through one door that happened to be an exit.
Yeah, and we didn't get to see
in.
Sheryl Crow. We didn't get to see the surprise concert that they had. But we did infiltrate. We made it in there.
And then we played that Beatles piano.
Yes,
Remember?
we did that too. Yeah, there's a very secret room in the Hard Rock
that we infiltrated.
That's right. Mike Lindell ain't infiltrated anything. But the mustache, you looked better with the mustache, I think. I don't know.
Get rid of that fedora too, please.
He's trying a style. I don't know if it's going to stick. It was night 3 at the DNC, so I'm sure just excitement everywhere, all sorts of fun things happening. You had Oprah show up. I guess that's fun. You had John Legend playing a Prince song, which really was a weird moment. I did not think that was great. He played the what song did he play?
Kiss.
No, not Kiss. He didn't play Kiss. He played another one that's a big Prince song, but not as big as the two of them you just mentioned.
Little Red Corvette.
Nope, neither one of those. We could do this all day. Prince has a lot of hits, folks. We could really do this all day. Stevie Wonder was up there. Love me some Stevie Wonder. Yeah, he goes up on
Let's
stage.
Go Crazy.
Yeah, Let's Go Crazy.
Oh,
I didn't think it was great. His performance was a little boring. But Stevie Wonder at the DNC, look at this guy's get up. Look at this. Yeah, he knows how to do it, man.
Badass.
Stevie Wonder, only guy not reading the teleprompter, out there.
And not choosing his outfit, I don't think.
Just chilling and rocking his own style. How old is Stevie Wonder? Is he in his 70s, you think? 74, 75?
Like 80-something.
Look up Stevie Wonder age, because he still looks good.
You guess.
Do they have a teleprompter?
I say 74.
C-Lane, did you already look?
No, I didn't. I say he's 78.
74 on the dot.
Oh, nice.
Do they have a teleprompter for blind people?
They
Braille prompter?
Yeah.
No. I think that they have someone in his ear.
They could.
Hang on.
Because if they don't,
during the-
Stevie Wonder will just riff, and you can never get him off stage.
Let me see. I'm looking this
They
up.
had the last time they had a speech. I think it was the iHeart Awards in which he was presenting the Lifetime Achievement to Beyonce, and you could see the earpiece. And from what I understand, like they were feeding him the lines as he was saying it, and you wouldn't know if you didn't see the earpiece.
No.
The only problem was no one was there to take him off the stage.
Stevie, get out of there. What are you doing? He's a legend, man. I like that guy. But anyhow, all of the big hitters were out there from the Democratic side of things. Oprah was up there. Walls, of course, was doing the main speech for like 20 minutes.
Was so happy.
Bill Clinton was up there.
Did you see the footage of Tim's son?
Yeah, I got that here in a second. Yeah, him and his kid and his dad was like screaming and stuff. But first, here is Bill Clinton. Okay, speaking of age, how old is Bill Clinton? He's older than Stevie Wonder.
All right, guess.
79.
82.
78 years old.
Damn. Let's see if he's still with
really
it.
not giving people the benefit of the doubt today.
No.
I want to hear him speak. Let's see if he sounds good
Now
still.
let's cut to the chase.
That's good.
I am too old to gild the lily.
What?
Too old to gild the lily?
2 days ago, I turned 78, the oldest man in my
that would help us.
For 4 generations. And the only personal vanity I want to assert is I'm still younger than Donald Trump.
Haven't seen him in a while. He looks all right, though. You know, he looks okay. He looks like a Bill Clinton
Skin
does.
looks good, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
it doesn't look too bad, and he seems kind of with it still. His voice has always been like that, if you're wondering. He kind of always talked like that. Let's hear Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I heard, I haven't seen this yet, but I heard when she drops the line, cat lady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. They panned.
I don't know if they did on purpose, but they panned to a lady in the crowd when Oprah Winfrey's like, you know, childless cat ladies, and they panned to like a rando lady in the crowd.
And then she, I think it was on the big screen because then she just like turns around like, why is
She's
it
like,
me?
Is it somebody else?
And despite what some would have you think, we are not so different from our neighbors. When a house is on fire, we don't ask about the homeowner's race or religion.
Those are some
we don't wonder
power shoulders.
Who their partner is or how they voted. No. We just try to do the best we can to save them. And if the place happens to belong to a childless cat lady,
oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Why?
Whose decision was that?
They cut to this poor lady who's just like, me? It's like if you're at the basketball
Turns
game
out
and they
she's
go,
definitely allergic to cats.
if you're at the basketball game, they go, who's this loser? And then the camera just zooms right in on you and you look up and you go, oh, damn it, man. I paid a bunch of money. I'm hanging out here. I'm supporting. Why me? And she's just sitting there. She turned. She's like, "Is he behind me? Where's this cat lady?"
well, we try to get that cat out too.
I have to tell you, I don't know what the true answer to this is, but there's no way that Oprah Winfrey hasn't had like some facelift stuff or something because she still looks
age game.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've got old people who still look young. I'm looking at this woman and she still looks like she did when she was 40 and hosting her television show, in my estimation. I do not think she looks that different than when she was hosting her daytime show.
How old is Oprah? See, Lane, Sean, right now, you are tied?
71.
Okay.
71 years old, I believe.
68.
70 years old.
Is she? Wow.
70.
Yeah, I mean, look, if there's work done there, that's a good doctor. But if there's not, good for her. Let's see what else she said. Let's go over to Tim Walz, the moment Sabrina was talking about before we get done with the DNC and on with the show. Here he is, Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz.
If you've never experienced the hell that is infertility, I guarantee you know somebody who has. And I can remember praying each night for a phone call. The pit in your stomach when the phone had rang, and the absolute agony when we heard the treatments hadn't worked. It took Gwen and I years, but we had access to fertility treatments. And when our daughter was born, we named her Hope.
There's a daughter, Hope. By the way, I don't know why he does this. This is a thing that he does. He always messes with his experience to make it sound like more than it is. If I just heard that for the first time, I would go, oh, he got IVF with his wife. Like, that's clearly what he's hinting at. He had in vitro fertilization. He didn't have IVF with his wife. He didn't have to go that far through the process. He has like a way of exaggerating some of these things. His daughter here, Hope, and his son is next to his daughter. His son has some issues, developmental issues, nonverbal learning issues, and some other things, I guess, that he deals with. So
it was a fertility treatment, though, right?
It wasn't IVF.
It wasn't IVF.
No, it wasn't.
But it was a fertility treatment.
It was implanting his own sperm inside the egg.
Oh, so, it's IUI. Well, no, planting it inside the egg is IVF, but
it was IUI. Is what
IUI is the what I used to cringe every time somebody would refer to as the turkey baster method.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm.
Do the professionals say that?
So I think I wouldn't be surprised if some of them do, because I mean, you could say, intrauterine, whatever the last I stands for. You could say IUI, and people go, "What's that?" And then you say what I just said, and they go, "Oh yeah, okay." They actually have home IUI kits.
Really?
Which we tried out a few times.
Go to Publix.
Interesting.
Right.
More of an Amazon than a Publix, but
Is it? Never mind. Too many questions. Inappropriate for the radio.
Right. I hear you.
It's what you think it is.
Tammy says,
in a cup and then
no.
get the syringe.
But it's not. Does it look just like a turkey baster?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
More of a flavor injector.
Is that what you like to call it?
No. It's not any better.
Oh.
All right, hang on. Let's grab a hold of the wheel here, and let's go back. He's just introducing his family.
His daughter, Hope, Gus, and Gwen, you are my entire world.
Gus is
and I love
losing
you.
it.
He's crying.
I'm letting you in on how we started a...
So somebody in chat earlier is like, the kid says, "That's my dad, that's my dad." Dude, if my dad was one vote away from the vice presidency, I would have been like, "That's my dad." I would have been going nuts.
Is it second kid?
First kid, second kid. I'm going to be in the White House, or I'll be near it. At least I'll be involved in what's going on with everything with the presidency. And then I think I would probably think of the bad side of it afterwards. Like, damn, does this mean I have to have Secret Service following me around, trying to hang out with my friends, like the poor Obama daughters? I always felt for them. Where somebody would go, "Look, she's smoking a joint." And you go, the difference between you and her is when you smoked a joint with your friends behind the school, nobody really cared. And when she did it, like, everybody is pointing things out. She's got to duck a Secret Service person.
Can't even go to a damn festival.
It's miserable. Like, all she wants to do is smoke a joint. You got to do it too. Let her smoke the joint, for God's sake. All right, there you go. So on the final day, this feels like it's been going on longer than the Olympics, but on the final day of the DNC, you've got, obviously, Kamala Harris. You've got Pink is going to be performing. I don't know if I expected that, but Pink will be performing. The Reverend Al Sharpton will be speaking.
They already figured out all the ribbons and her flying through for 80% of the performance.
If they don't do that, I don't know what they're doing. They're really missing out on something. That's the big thing.
Where the guy's like, "I'm sorry to say, but Pink, get down. Get down, Pink. Now. Enough."
He just wants her to sing from the stage so she's not out of breath or anything. I can't believe it. I think I'm super impressed. So maybe we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe there's some fireworks. Then we move on and we'll talk about what's next, because there's still a whole bunch of time left. You got a debate creeping up. You got this thing. Maybe it'll have some effect. Maybe it'll have no effect. We'll only know if we watch. RFK Jr. tomorrow is supposed to be with Trump, and he's supposed to endorse Trump. Like we said yesterday, that doesn't mean people like a Harry Potter spell just go, "Oh, now," like they wander over like zombies. Now we're supporting Trump. They have no choice but to pick one of the two people if they are still wanting to vote. So they have to go somewhere. They're probably more likely to go over to the Trump territory. And that will be good for him. He could use some good news. He's had, since he got shot, that was the best news that happened to him politically in his whole career, probably. And he spiked like crazy in the polls, but he was running against old man Biden then. Now he needs something. He needs some momentum out there. He's got to get the momentum on his side. Could it be this? We shall see. And when we come back, I want to talk about a brand new movie headed to theaters. Huge movie. They're getting in trouble. They're apologizing because they faked some of the movie reviews. And we'll talk about what movie this was, what's happening, what went down, all of that coming up next in the News Junkie.
Someday Alexa will do everything. Alexa, can you unclog the toilet?
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now.
But until then, just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hoping your ride is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando, although there are delays you should know about, including westbound of I-4 approaching Sand Lake Road, 2 right lanes blocked, and of course your usual delay eastbound approaching 535. Right now there are incidents causing a delay, including Avalon Park Boulevard, that's northbound north of Alafaya Trail, and also Lake Pickett Road, both east and westbound between Tanner and Chuliota Roads. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic zipline number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Every business faces challenges, but shipping shouldn't be one of them. Turn shipping to your advantage with USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. After 20 years of practicing law and being responsible for thousands of people who've lost their jobs, their financial freedom, and even their lives, I believe when trying to decide on an attorney, you should ask yourself 3 things. How long have they been in business? Do they have good reviews? And do they actually care? Hopefully you never need us, but if you do, call us at 407-500-JEFF. That's 407-500-5333. Or visit us at whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
Oh, I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office, Orlando.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today. It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender.
Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is...
My God. All right, I've got something for you, which I've been told that this is real, and I'm a fan of memorabilia. I think, memorabilia can be cool. Sometimes in the world of political memorabilia, it gets a little bit weird, and you end up with, I think Jeb Bush had like a guacamole bowl or something. It's just, sometimes the merch for political stuff gets a little bit strange, and you go, do I really need the Kamala Harris sombrero? I don't know if I do. I think I might pass on that. But this one, you got to have this in your house. I think this needs to be like at the entrance to most respectable households. And I'd like to present it for you guys if you're willing to watch this product.
All right.
I'll give it a gamble.
View this as my Shark Tank to you, okay? I'm just saying.
This is your
it's not my product.
Okay.
Not my product, but I'm on board with the product, okay? And here we go. Let's bring this to you.
A message from the 45th President of the United Ponds of America.
Let's make fishing great again.
He's here.
All right.
First of all, someone's going to put their penis in that.
Thoughts on the Trumpy trout? Initial vibes, initial thoughts?
Oh, yeah. No. But I'd love to keep watching.
Yeah, this is like Billy Bass is so yesterday. Nobody cares about that kind of stuff anymore.
It's very interesting. It's a front-facing trout.
And hold on. Is this Googleable? C-Lane, how many Billy Bass were sold? Because this could be a genius idea. This could be like they're going to replace Billy Bass. Now Trumpy trout moves in. Everybody who is a Trump supporter gets the Trumpy trout, and you charge money for them.
Have anything to do with that lady who went viral for what she did with the trout?
No. Okay. Unrelated trout. Yeah, this is just completely separate from that.
I want to double check.
I don't know if that info's out there, but if you find anything about how many Billy Basses were sold, there must be a ton of them.
Wasn't it a promotional item, though? Didn't you get it for free?
No,
Like,
for a while, they were
that was
everywhere.
the Filet-O-Fish promotion.
Right, okay.
Yeah, for a while, they were everywhere. You would go into your Walmart, your Target, there it was, Billy Bass. You hit the red button, take me to the river, throw me in the water, sings, and Billy Bass pops out and aims at you and stuff. And why not hit that marketplace, and Trumpy Trout could gobble up some of that dough? This could be genius.
Everyone's favorite fish, Trumpy Trout.
No one has ever seen a fish like me.
Trumpy Trout is an animatronic talking fish with a big personality.
It's even got
mouth, man.
It's even
That
got
is a fleshlight.
the hair, like the pompadour hair. It's weird looking.
So weird.
And it's not a great Trump impersonation either. The audio doesn't sound as Trumpy as it should. There's so many great impersonations.
Not his product?
No, this is his. I don't know. It's airing on some TV shows right now. I'll go to the website in just a moment. I want to hear more about the features, though. There's got to be like a feature set here that we need to know about.
I am the hugely bigliest fish in the pond.
Watch his fins flap and his large mouth move as he makes speech after speech in high-fidelity sound.
Some bass are bad fish, crazy fish, criminal fish, and druggy fish. But some bass are good fish, and I only love some of them.
Mount him to your wall or use the built-in stand to display him proudly on your desk. Now you'll
Somebody's sitting at their work desk doing like significant workload stuff, and the Trumpy Bass, the Trumpy Trout is just speaking in the background.
Or gather the entire family, including Grandma and Grandpa, to come around and just stand around Trumpy Trout.
MFQ says, wait, is this real or is skit? This is real. This is absolutely real. The Trumpy Trout is real, so get your money ready. I got to figure out how much this is. This has got to be expensive because it's so sophisticated, and a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on this.
Never miss a Trumpy Trout rally.
I'm building a new pond, and the bass will pay for it.
Set it to motion activated to surprise his
Are the bass the Mexicans?
I guess so.
Is that what it's implying?
Also, motion activated.
No, it says motion. Did they say it out loud differently? Hang on.
For some reason.
Let me go back. All right, here we go. Back to Trumpy Trout.
And the bass will pay for it.
Set him to motion activated to surprise his fans.
My fins are big. I have the biggest fins. No fish have fins like me.
Or turn him on and let his inspiring words delight the crowd.
All the fish love Trumpy. They just love me.
Catch Trumpy Trout for yourself or someone you love.
Oh, they can try, but they can't. They just can't.
Treat yourself to the...
Price guesses, please. Everybody get your price guesses
Trumpy
in.
Trout price, let's see, $70.
$70 for the Trumpy Trout. Inflation, tough times.
That's a good one. I will go $49.99.
$49.99. So we have, what would you say, Celine? 75?
70
and $49.99. All right, those are our guesses locked in. This is from, just in case you were wondering, Top Dog Direct, because that's what I see over here in the corner. Only from Top Dog Direct. It's exclusively provided by them.
This limited edition Trumpy Trout for just $59.99.
Right in the middle.
Comes with your official Make Fishing Great Again certificate of authenticity. Order right now and we'll instantly upgrade you to the deluxe version with...
the deluxe stand and jingle. I'm ready for the deluxe jingle. They're going to play this for us, I would hope, right?
Please.
And if you don't get the deluxe upgrade, what a loser you are. You have to have the deluxe upgrade. If I walk into your house and I see that you don't have the deluxe stand, I'm walking right out. I'm leaving immediately because I know that you
that away.
aren't with it. Yeah, I'm taking it away.
Deserve to have it in your house.
What is this? You didn't get the deluxe upgrade?
That's top stand and Trumpy Trout jingle free.
He is the greatest trout without a doubt, the biggest fish.
And for even more fun, we'll give you a discount when you buy more than one.
We got the shoreline secure. No bass in this pond.
Supplies are limited, so don't miss your chance to hook the greatest fish of all time.
I am the greatest trout, and there is no doubt.
This is a limited edition collectible from Top Dog Direct. Order now at TrumpyTrout.com.
Somebody's definitely doing something with that thing. It's just, it's too... Like, if you're a young man with no prospects and your dad is a Trump supporter who bought Trumpy Trout, and you're just looking at that all day across the room, you're going, I wonder what, I wonder what.
That's a sad existence.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in that category.
No one has to know.
And the lights are out. Everybody's asleep. You seen that thing moving all day long? And you're like, well, I just...
You have to order this for somebody.
Let's see what this... Somebody was saying in chat earlier, this would be the greatest, like, what's it called?
White elephant.
White elephant
It would
Christmas
be.
swap. Somebody gets you something very thoughtful, personal, and then you open
Trumpy
this.
Trout.
I got the damn Trumpy Trout. It's real. It's an actual thing. I'm looking at it on the website.
Yeah, same here.
I have a feeling that the sound quality that we just heard is not reflective of the actual sound quality coming out of your Trumpy Trout.
You don't think so?
No.
It sounds too good. The speaker on that thing's probably not nearly as good as what you're saying. Yeah,
I can
plus
upgrade it. Bluetooth.
Squished into that weird fish mouth thing that's going on. I don't know why it has two tails. That's strange.
I can't get
Yeah, fins off the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are the side fins?
Yeah.
Okay, they're just really big.
Gills or
Front-facing,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's something. I'll put it up on See It Now because people have to take this in, I think.
I can't
Spend
get
a little time with
a
it.
number on Big Mouth Billy Bass, but one of the articles said it's rumored that they made $100 million in revenue.
Yeah, wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But you got to get this for your friends, your family members, and everybody in between because it looks like a good time. And somebody's going to buy it, right? Like they don't just have this out there. They're not just doing this as a commercial and nobody's purchasing it. Like there are people who go, oh, hell yeah. I got to get my hands on that thing. All right, here we go. Trumpy Trout for sale up on thenewsjunkie.com. Go over to the See It Now section and you can take a peek at that. That is really something to behold. It's a beautiful thing. So check it out.
We're going to make the bass pay for it.
They really were they made bass Mexican in that. Every time they said bass, it made sense if you would have swapped in Mexican in that same exact sentence.
You said it wasn't a very good impression. To me, it kind of sounded like Jimmy Fallon's impression of Trump.
Yeah,
I can hear that. Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I think that it's like in the neighborhood where it's Trump, but you almost know it's Trump more because you're looking directly at somebody who's either dressed like Trump or the Trumpy Trout.
Is the market for Trumpy Trout, because it is very ridiculous. I can't tell if it's supposed to be for Trump fans or for people who think he's ridiculous and don't like him, or if they just go, hey, both of them will buy it.
Yes, it's like, was it Elvis or the Beatles that did that? Where I think it was the manager for Elvis. I might be wrong. It could be the Beatles, but one of the two of them. Elvis's manager would have all this merch. And when all the fans, the Screaming Girls, and everybody who just loved Elvis in his performance came, he'd go, look, buy this merch, buy all these shirts. And then he would set up shop outside where people would be protesting because Elvis was lewd and his dancing was bad. And he would sell I Hate Elvis shirts to those folks.
That sounds more like the captain.
You're targeting everything that's possibly there. You're there to serve these people. So if somebody wants it as a joke against Trump, you got that for them. If somebody really, really likes Trump and they think it's like a fun thing, you sell it to those people. And you just hit everybody with this thing. Oh, it's a decent business plan. So I don't know if it would get kicked out of Shark Tank or not, but I'm here to explore more.
I'm kind of in.
You can check it out, all right? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Yeah, I mean, once you watch it on thenewsjunkie.com at the See It Now section, you'll see what we're talking about. The mouth movement is very sexual. There's no way around it. It's just kind of a sexual thing that you're looking at when you see this thing moving around. Let us know what you think.
I'm going to disagree.
You don't see that?
I see what you're getting at, but there's nothing enticing about it.
Until you've tried it.
Christopher Dolores Lane sitting on the couch at his house. It's the middle of the night. Everybody's gone to bed. You're home alone. No prospects. And you start thinking about some things, you get excited, and then you look at that Trumpy Trout, and the mouth is just like, mom, mom,
no.
mom. Mouth is moving on like, what happened?
Trumpy Trout.
People are going to do that. There's no way. There'll be a video on the internet within a couple of months where somebody does that to Trumpy Trout, and then RIP Trumpy Trout. All right, let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Quick break, a major drama unfolding online. But are all these people wrong? Could it be possible? And we'll get into the Lionsgate thing where they are saying they are so sorry they made up movie quotes. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Get you some ear gravy.
Ear gravy? What the hell is an ear?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And yes, the rain continues intermittently through the day. Periodic downpours, some thunder and lightning. Most of the action early this afternoon, but where it rains, it'll really pour. Frequent cloudy ground lightning today, a Fox 35 weather impact day. It's going to be a wet go for a lot of kids coming back from school and for the parents set to go meet them at school for the pickup. Stay with the Fox 35 Storm Team for the latest on this rainy day.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
City of Dreams, from executive producers of Sound of Freedom, is making waves in the film industry. A boy's dreams of becoming a soccer star are shattered when he is trafficked to work in a sweatshop in Los Angeles. Critics are calling it powerful and eye-opening. The film has a 100% perfect rating from critics and is preparing to host the biggest movie premiere in U.S. history on Wednesday, August 28th. Watch the trailer and claim your free premiere passes to this historic event at cityofdreamsmovie.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone brings you the best live comedy experience with the top touring talent. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Riddell Ortiz, August 23rd. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in Central Florida. Visit orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, and you're having a good time.
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Point.
Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
Oh, I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace.
You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Get ready to cool down this summer with the ultimate treat. This delectable dessert is too thick for a straw, but just right for a fry. Is it a milkshake? Is it ice cream? Neither. It's a Frosty. Come taste your favorite small Frosty flavor for just $1. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1, sponsored by FloridaJobsNow.com, coming Wednesday, September 18th.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
Shannon, you can join us anytime on the show. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. That's what we call it when you join the show. Video, audio, whatever you want to send is fine by us, and you can do that always at thenewsjunkie.com. This new movie from Lionsgate, it's supposed to be big. It seems like one of those artsy ones. It's Francis Ford Coppola, and he's the guy, if you don't know, who's done big films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. And they started rolling out this trailer for a movie. I think they said it was like 10 years plus in the making, if not longer than that. Damn. Like a really long time they've been working on this movie. And all the quotes that they put on there from critics were negative. It was like Roger Ebert saying like this, saying another movie from Francis Ford Coppola was bad, style over substance, and just all these things, negative reviews about Francis Ford Coppola. And that's why they were using them to kind of shape up this movie. Like, they've doubted him before, and now he's going to blow you away with this movie, Megalopolis. The problem is they just made up these quotes. Like, they made up the quotes from these reviews, and now they've had to apologize for it.
That's strange.
And I've never heard of this before. Maybe you guys have. They're recalling the trailer, which is strange. You can recall a news story when you know you got something wrong, but Lionsgate is immediately recalling our trailer for Megalopolis, they say.
Okay, but for like an art piece, I mean, can they not satire that? Or... I mean,
they could if they wanted to.
Versus being like, we were, I don't know.
They weren't presenting it as a joke, though. Okay. They were presenting it more as like, they didn't believe he could do it before, and he's going to do it again. And they were pushing them off or passing them off as if they were legitimate negative quotes about Francis Ford Coppola, but they're not. They say, we offer our sincere apologies to the critics involved and to Francis Ford Coppola and American Zoetrope for this inexcusable error in our vetting process. We screwed up. We are... Ow, I just bit my tongue.
Oh buddy. You okay?
Oh,
you were trying to...
I bit my tongue while saying we screwed up. All right. We screwed up. We are sorry, is what they said over at Lionsgate. As I try to recover from this, we're going to go to you.
You're going to bite it so much now.
I know. Once you do it once, if you rip it open, it's a nightmare. I hope I don't do that.
You should just put some lime juice on it.
No, that's a terrible idea. I'm not trying that at all.
Actually, what heals it is a like half shot of Skull.
Little 151 will do you right. I don't think that's. I'm gonna stay away from all of that. Just have some water here and recover. We'll get to your dispatches momentarily here on the show. But I saw there was a huge fight that unfolded this week where people take sides, they get upset.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
Everybody has their own take, and it has nothing to do with politics.
What?
When I see that, I go, ooh, I love when people argue over regular things, because people do this.
Ranch dressing, pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Courtney was ranting about that just the other day. She was like, why do people dislike pineapple on pizza? It's really good. There's no problem with this. And I said, you do you. Don't let them bring you down. I said, did you hear the show the other day when I was telling people about the virtues of honey bunches of oats? And Sabrina and C-Lane were crapping all over my thought process and how this is not a good breakfast and it's for old people.
I wasn't there.
Oh, well, I lied about you then. Just Sabrina crapping over my breakfast of choice.
It's disgusting.
It's not disgusting. You've got to try it sometime. It is still good.
Yeah, like honey bunches are gross.
Yeah, thank you.
No, it's not. Honey bunches are gross. It's good. So I said, you just got to do you. And I'm sure there's things that Sabrina likes. I'm sure you have something that you eat that people are like, oh, you like that? And you're like, yeah, I like it.
Depends.
I I have all kinds of stuff like that. I like Spam, number one, which is so underrated and it's delicious and salty. I like cottage cheese, which some people are very grossed out by, but I really enjoy some cottage cheese. And the real humdinger, Vienna sausages. Don't mind myself
Just
a
like
Vienna
things
sausage.
in a can, I feel.
Things for poor people in a can, I'm fine by. Chef Boyardee, bring it to me. I'm all about it. I bring you to this now. Here's what people are arguing over. Somebody said they got into a huge fight with their partner because they had been getting ready in the morning, and their partner actually timed them. And they said, this is unacceptable, and how could you ever do this? You took a 26-minute shower. And that's just preposterous. And they started screaming at each other, arguing over how this was just an impossibly long shower and how could you do it? And I thought 26. It's not crazy.
No.
It's a lot. Like, it's a lot. I'm in and out in 10 or maybe 12, 15 at the most. I'm not in there for all that long. I'm waiting for it to get hot for a couple of minutes and then in and I do my thing. But if somebody took a 26-minute shower, it would be right on the verge of, I'd go, man, that's quite a long shower. But I would never, when the person got out, this person's reacting like they were in there for 2.5 hours.
Seriously, how about leave me alone?
Let me do my thing.
Imagine, like, I was in there for 26 minutes, probably because you're a nightmare to be around.
Yeah,
and
it's
there
one
you
of
are
the time.
timing it.
You're in there just saying, every moment I'm in here is a moment I'm not getting yelled at for dumb stuff out there in the real world.
And then you come out and surprise.
Exactly.
26 minutes.
They should have turned it around and timed them. And like, you've been talking about BS for 24 minutes.
I like this. Aventisora on Twitch says, I shower until the hot water ends every time. Just sit there, bask it all in, take it out, and then right when it starts to get a little bit too cold, off with the water and out.
It depends on what you're doing. So who was in the shower? Is this a straight couple?
It says, my partner lost their cool over how long I'd been in the shower. I'm a female with long, thick hair, and I was doing what some refer to as a full body shower. Washing and conditioning my hair, shaving, washing my body, and washing my face. That's a lot of stuff.
I knew it. I knew that was it.
That takes time to do all of those things. Yeah. Then I got out. My partner said they were running the sink for as long as I was in the shower and asked if I noticed how much water was wasted. I asked how I'd be able to hear that while I was in the shower. Exactly, they replied, followed by other comments. I added the songs I listened to in the shower to their own playlist, which totaled 26 minutes.
How are you going to bitch about you? Were they actually running the sink during that time?
Yes.
So you're going to bitch about wasted water and you ran the sink for the same amount of time?
Leave this person. They're a nightmare.
There's two of us in the home. We have 2 full bathrooms. He showered last night and I showered this morning. We had no plans for the day. I take this length to shower once every 3 to 4 days. I don't shower every day because I work from home, but if I do, I'm under 10 minutes with my body washed and hair shampooed for a regular wash. They got stuff to do. This is a guy bitching about it who doesn't understand. It doesn't understand even women in the tiniest fraction of a way. If you're a woman with long hair and you're shaving and you're doing like a full shower, that's going to take longer. It's going to take 2 minutes for the water to heat up, so that takes 2 minutes out of there. And then all the other things, you have to sit and wait, and it all takes time. What do you think? 26 minutes? Is it over the line? Would you be mad? Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now.
I say not the asshole.
No, I say the same thing. I say there's nothing wrong with it. And I say the other person is actually really being a jerk for making them feel bad about it and like questioning how long they're in the shower. Mind your own business.
Shower.
Yeah, shower is what I was going to say. I stopped in a way where it sounded like something else. Raise your hand if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber. All three of us, Amazon Prime subscribers. I have something that I'm going to toss at you that's going to try to attempt to talk you out of being an Amazon Prime subscriber.
Good luck.
And bring you over to the world of Walmart Plus subscribers. Is Walmart?
Somehow I knew you were going to say Walmart.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sounds vested to me.
No, they're fighting for this. I'm not going for this necessarily. I'm just going to their pitch. They have a pitch to try to get you to go from Amazon to Walmart Plus.
Somehow I think I'm going to end up with both. That's just what happens in my house. Like, there's a streaming service, and like, oh, we can only get this show on this streaming service, and then we just have the streaming service now.
Right? Yeah. Well, okay. We'll see. Maybe this sways you. Maybe you want to go over to Walmart Plus because of this feature that they have. I'll tell you what it is. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer football. Real Radio 104.1. Fire the cannons.
Hoping your ride is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando, although there are delays you should know about, including westbound of I-4 approaching Sand Lake Road, 2 right lanes blocked, and of course your usual delay eastbound approaching 535. Right now there are incidents causing a delay, including Avalon Park Boulevard, that's northbound north of Alafaya Trail, and also Lake Pickett Road, both east and westbound between Tanner and Chuliota Roads. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic zip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. So what are you waiting for? Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Go to AspireAllergy.com today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
For decades, the Mafia had New York City in a stranglehold. But the murder of Carmichael Lanti marked the beginning of the end.
It sent the message that we can prosecute these people.
From the minds behind the acclaimed television series, listen to Law and Order: Criminal Justice System on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart Radio app and search Law and Order: Criminal Justice System and start listening.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at BBB.
Morgan & Morgan.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hi.
Hey,
Stuck in that elevator again?
Yep, it's on theme, that's for sure. So, what were we talking about? Or as soon as we got back,
Oh, we
he
were
was
talking about
gone.
a whole lot of nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
It was just a small.
Heard a little blip.
Yeah, a tiny sound.
Still no show.
What did he tease before?
I think he's talking to himself right now.
Amazon Prime versus Walmart.
Uh-huh.
What have you heard about the Walmart app?
I haven't heard. The Walmart app is the only way that it seems that you can pay for stuff if you don't have your cards. You just have a phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they have the tap thing there.
See,
But
I haven't been to Walmart in
doesn't work.
years. I know that my girlfriend has the Walmart like grocery delivery, which apparently is significantly cheaper than your Instacarts and what have you. But maybe I should just like learn how to get back out there into the real world of shopping.
Oh, Sean does hear us. You hear
Hey.
Sabrina too?
Hello, Shawnee
Yeah,
boy.
he hears us.
Hmm.
And your microphone's on?
Yeah, mic's on, ready to go. I'll turn it off and then back on again. There you go. Unplug it. Plug it back in. Banner. allow you to introduce that to your home. Movie Scent is what it's called, and it apparently will work on TVs, phones, tablets, and more. This smell technology. So they have a new device, and Sean is...
Hello?
Yeah!
Oh, what the hell's wrong with this piece of junk, man? I have a theory that Jack Bradshaw is sabotaging the connection somehow.
Okay.
Because he says, is there any technical problems? I'm like, no, it's working swimmingly. Everything's fine. Everything's working good. And since then, all of a sudden, 2 gigantic hiccups. Like, that seems staged. It's staged, all of this.
I don't know if Jack knows how to do that.
I'm not trying to get into a conspiracy, but I'm getting into a conspiracy here.
Well, you might as well
right?
get into a conspiracy.
Did you hear anything about the smell-o-vision?
No, I did not.
Right.
Did you guys get into the Walmart Plus thing? Because
No,
I can, yeah.
I asked him, like, what is Walmart? And then maybe I should, but I didn't. The way you presented the teaser was that you were going to talk to us about it. So I didn't pull the story because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So I just started reading about the new smell-o-vision technology by this company called Movie Scent. But I guess I could tell you the rest of it during the next episode or something. Sure.
Yeah, we'll hear more about that in a little bit.
Pretty interesting stuff, I'll tell you that.
We'll get to, of course, your dispatches right here. I'm so irritated right now. I'm super pissed off.
Have a look at that. Only 84.1% of 2024 has been completed. So
yeah,
almost there. That was right behind you. So.
Yeah, I mean,
fact.
it's fun. It's very interesting because I look and I go, there's absolutely nothing wrong with my connection. Everything is good. I can hear them perfectly. They can't hear me.
Outside?
Like, no, it's not storming as of now. There's literally nothing. Conspiracies are flowing through my head, and I know they're not true. It's just a happenstance kind of thing. But here we go. Yeah.
Conspiracy.
The dark cloud is getting darker because of this. Because I know they'd be like, there's a couple of days in a row we're having some technical issues here. Blah, 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 blah.
The dark cloud so thick that Sean's radio waves can't get through it.
They're just silence.
I think I need a little break. I think I need to take a little break and a breather.
You mean
my
like
blood needs to calm down?
Like a couple minutes or a couple days?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well.
A couple days would be great. I haven't had a day off in a very long time.
Segment or sabbatical?
Sabbatical, please. That would be excellent, I think. I would be fine with that.
I don't think you get paid for a sabbatical. Are you still on board?
Still on board,
All
yes.
right.
Yeah.
That sabbatical is part of, the mental health of it all. Or when you call sabbatical, does that mean like, hey, but you'll give me my job back when I'm, cool?
Yeah, sabbatical usually is in movies, and they're talking about a professor. So I don't know if that's the only way you can go on a sabbatical.
Actually, I heard that term for the first time in a movie, and that movie was Richie Rich.
Was it really?
Yeah, and it was, do you guys remember the plot of Richie Rich?
Yeah, that old lady kissed him in the mouth. Oh, that's not it.
That's Blank Check.
That's Blank Check. Sorry. Apologies.
Similar,
Macaulay Culkin.
Similar, same time.
All right, forget it. Smell-o-vision.
That little kid didn't go on to do much more, I don't think.
No, he didn't. I don't think
it was.
That's because he was a victim.
What? The Blank Check kid?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the one that? No, that's not it. He's not the one that Demi Moore made out with. That's not him.
No, but I do remember that.
You guys know what I'm talking about, though, right? That there's a weird video of Demi Moore at some luncheon kind of thing,
passionately kissing 15-year-old ...
Yeah, she's next to this young kid, and then she starts kissing on his face, and it's
General Hospital co-star.
Yeah, it's something very strange about it. She should have gone on a sabbatical after that.
Sabbatical.
That would have been it.
The kid from Blank Check has a gap in his IMDb that goes from 1994 to 2018.
What did he do?
I don't know.
What was the big comeback? Blank Check 2 or something?
It's two things. There's two
The roles are
items
reversed. He's kissing a little girl.
that I've never heard of. Ooh.
It's not going to fly.
Yeah.
And his check was also blank from the movies. Because you shouldn't get paid for pedophilia. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll be here all week.
All right. Okay, let's move on here. I want to talk about this, so we might as well get to it. We have a couple of minutes, and then we'll, of course, check in with your dispatches here momentarily. But Walmart Plus is trying to win people over. In fact, I saw on chat not that long ago, somebody said, hey, I left Amazon Prime to go to Walmart Plus. I'm going to be honest with you here. I don't know much about it, so maybe, Celine, you could bring up a Walmart Plus list where it shows us why? What's the why on why we're supposed to go over there? Walmart, of course, has lots of things. We know that. They're a big, powerful company, so they could try to battle it out with Amazon. If they can do very, very fast shipping, it's a good competition there. You might find all of the things you need at Walmart. But the thing that they offered up to say they were going to entice people away from Amazon, I don't think it's going to work for you guys. I don't think you're going to be swayed by this. But here's what they're doing. Walmart is trying its best to make its paid membership program more appealing than Amazon Prime. Now, let's hit pause for a second. Amazon Prime, you get a lot of like free, quicker deliveries. You can
same
get,
day, free shipping. Sometimes.
Same day, next day. Yeah, you could get all sorts of deals that you're not able to get without the Amazon Prime thing. You get Amazon Prime, the television app, where you get movies and TV shows.
And apparently there's other stuff as well that people don't utilize with Amazon Prime. Like there's Amazon Premiere, I believe it was called, where you can request once a month, and they'll send you 2 free movie tickets and a voucher for like a popcorn or something like that to see a new movie. And then there was, I just saw it. Maybe Audible?
I got a list here. It's probably on this. Shipping, free 2-day shipping on eligible items, free same day, free release date, free no rush shipping, all those things. Then you get the streaming. You get the Prime TV, Prime Video. Then you can get stuff from Whole Foods. Then you can get the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature Card. You can borrow books, magazines from the Prime Reading category. Amazon Photos, you can get unlimited photo storage.
When you say borrow books and magazines, are they sending you actual physical books and magazines?
No, it's on your like Kindle or whatever device you're using, maybe a Fire tablet.
So how does borrowing a Kindle book work? Wait, do you give? I mean, I know
like renting a movie on Apple TV or something.
Yeah, but you don't pay for it.
No.
So can you just borrow it again as many times as you want, like the library?
I haven't tried that. I think a lot of people don't use these features, would be my guess. And there's all kinds of other benefits that they have with Amazon Prime. Here's what Walmart is going to lure you to, Sabrina and Sealand, away with. The grocery giant announced Thursday that members of Walmart Plus will now get discounts at Burger King as part of a new partnership with the fast food chain.
That's the big steal?
You will get 25% off digital orders at Burger King. From September, Walmart Plus members can also claim a free Whopper with their order every 3 months.
Whoa. Where do I sign up?
So generous.
Every 3 months with your order. So you have to buy other stuff. You get a free Whopper. It says, offered at no cost to the Walmart Plus membership, the Burger King benefit is the latest move by Walmart Plus to give its members even more value. But it's also likely a move to lure grocery shoppers away from Amazon Prime and into Walmart's membership program, which is massively overshadowed by its rival. And Amazon has 200 million Prime members, Sealand, just to make things more beautiful.
I see it.
Amazon said they had 200 million Prime members globally, and they're trying to fight with that or against that over at Walmart. I don't know that Burger King, 25% discount, which is not a bad discount, but 25% discount, and then every 3 months with your order, you get a free Whopper. I don't know if that's going to be compelling enough.
Now, I have here like a side-by-side of some of the Amazon Prime versus Walmart. Both have a free trial period of 30 days. That's the same. Walmart costs a little less, $14.99 a month versus $12.95 a month for Walmart. Or
not a huge difference.
Not really. $140 annually for Prime or $98 annually for Walmart. There's student discounts for Prime, not Walmart. You can get free grocery delivery, but it's $100 minimum for Prime, $35 for Walmart. That's not bad.
Right. Yeah, that's a little better.
Obviously, Prime has the music and video streaming. Walmart only has video. No clothing perks like Amazon Prime's Prime Try Before You Buy. Gas discounts on Walmart Plus.
That's good.
But does that mean that Walmart is are there Walmarts with gas stations like a Costco deal?
I believe so. I think the mega Walmarts.
So that would mean you could only get the gas discounts at Walmart that have gas stations.
Well, they mail you gas.
Yeah, mine.
That would be the most inconvenient
Your gas is
thing.
here. Small bag.
Knock on the mail guy's looking at like you absolute asshole.
And I'm smoking a cigarette. Thanks, man.
Mail guy's hating us right now, just for the record, because Courtney is ordering one weight at a time for her gym. So each day.
Is she doing that on purpose to be nicer to the male guys?
No, at first she thought each weight she bought came with 2, and then she realized it was only 1. And so it's going to be a real long process obtaining all of these weights.
Did you teach Courtney how to order stuff online? Because it seems like she's getting all your bad online ordering habits.
I showed her, I said, look, here's a little weight set, and it's not bad. We can even go pick it up somewhere. But she's doing this room. She goes, the studio is done the way you want it. I want this room done the way I want it. Okay, all right. Somebody's coming tomorrow morning and painting the room. And she wants the weights to be all gold. So we have to wait for gold weights, which look, they're not real gold. Don't get ahead of yourself thinking these are made out of actual gold.
Next time I come over.
You just walk out with a couple of them and you're good. They're
like,
just...
Celine, your pants look different on the way out. And you're
really
dragging
sagging.
one leg.
Any other big benefits for Walmart Plus, or are we staying on Amazon here?
I think I'm staying on Amazon.
Yeah, same. But, we'll see. I am hungry for a free Whopper in 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. Every 3 months, you get another one of those free Whoppers. What a massive, massive benefit.
I wonder how many people that are Walmart Plus members religiously take advantage of their quarterly Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's coming up. Quarterly
I
Whopper.
guarantee you there's so many of those benefits that most people don't even know about. They don't know that they have it to begin with. They don't end up using it. There's a lot of that on. Sabrina's actually pretty good at using some of these features and the stuff that I always forget about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that with credit cards. Credit cards have lots of things attached to it that most of the time the credit card holder does not utilize.
And your AAA card. There's a lot of AAA discounts that,
People would just think, well, I only need the AAA card if I have a flat tire. If I'm broke down on the side of the road, that's when I call them up. But there's all these other things that nobody even utilizes. And it's smart to do it if you can remember all of those things. Let's work in a couple of dispatches while we have some time. Here is Just In You with a dispatch. It says, Stumpy for Trumpy.
Okay, so what the hell was that? Somebody's totally giving the Stumpy to Trumpy. Ugh, Jesus, that's so creepy.
What was it called again? Trump Trout?
Trumpy Trout.
Trumpy Trout was the name of the product if you missed out on this.
Is this from the makers of Trumpy Bear?
It could be, but I don't know. I didn't see if they had any other products.
Oh,
I don't remember Trumpy Bear.
You don't?
It talked?
No, it was just a stuffed animal bear, I think. Did it talk? I don't remember it being like a Teddy Ruxpin type thing.
I thought it was just like a stuffed bear with orange hair.
Yeah, and then that was part of this suite of products that are completely targeted toward Trump or based around Trump and his persona. You don't see this with other people.
Kamala Koala.
The Kamala Koala could be a very popular sell. They need to get going. Actually, they don't really. They made $500 million last month, so they may not need the bear sales. But hey, why not? Get it. Here's Douglas talking about the trout.
Hey, News Junkies. Yeah,
Hey.
Sean, that's a gag gift. That is not no Trump supporter gift you give them or any Trump supporter is going to put
surprised, buddy.
Listen to the quotes. They got you. You're
got
such
me.
like a sheep like the Democrats. Just say it. Kamala Harris 2024.
God, my life is so miserable for the next handful of months before
Camilla.
the election. All the Trump people hate me. All the Kamala people hate me if I don't follow in
You're a
lockstep
centrist.
with either one of them. I just, it's frustrating and annoying. Douglas, just take a second. Breathe, just like I did. Just like I did at the start of this segment when all hell was breaking loose and the dark cloud was getting darker. Just take a second and
Were you
breathe
breathing
in.
or cursing?
I was cursing, but I wasn't on, so it didn't matter as much. I did curse at one point because Celine goes, "Can you hear us?" And I go, "Yeah." And then he goes, "We can't hear you." And I go, "Mother." and I felt bad, and I got worried, so I switched the camera over to Celine real quick, and then I said "MFer," and I switched it back.
There was one point at which you were on the stream doing this.
I'm just trying to do a show. I don't know. God. Okay, Douglas. Now we got our breath, right? The Trumpy Trout, those ads are airing on Newsmax. Who do you think that is targeting? It's targeting people. And we went, actually, this is the thing where you're a little bitch if you complain like this. In the segment, specifically, it was mentioned that if Trump fans might find this fun and they might want to put it on their wall, but also people who are not Trump fans might find it fun, which is why it's kind of smart because it could target everybody for gag gifts and stuff. We literally brought that up on the show. But you're just like the people that you dislike, where if something is out of lockstep, who's the sheep? Who's the sheep? If something is out of lockstep, it's like, just say it, Sean. Kamala Harris 2024, you pussy.
Camilla.
Who's the sheep, right? If that's the case. Oh, that's what's frustrating right now. I'm just trying to tell you what's happening in the world, and I can't get it through to Douglas. Douglas, I love you. Come back to the light. Follow the light. Quick break. When we come back, hopefully things don't explode. Oh, is that Trumpy Bear?
Yeah.
Trumpy Bear's kind of
with
adorable.
a cozy flag blanket.
He's got a tie. He's got his cozy flag blanket and the hair. Look at him. I don't mind it. There you go. Quick break. When we come back, we'll get into more of your dispatches. I'll probably scream a little bit more, and we'll also talk about the super yacht that sank off of Sicily. The new update here, pretty big. Let's see what's going on. And how is this all working, this search and rescue operation? It's pretty interesting what they're doing. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
Okay, it works, but are you like, are you into sex a lot? Are you sexually aroused a lot? Do you want to do it a lot?
Why, you want to take me to dinner first?
I know.
I'm just saying, like.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Those delays do continue on in the Orlando area. If you are behind the wheel, careful at Sand Lake Road eastbound, just west of I-4. An incident is causing a delay. Your usual delay on I-4 eastbound, approaching 535, but also westbound approaching Sand Lake Road. Also, an incident is causing a delay. That's Avalon Park Boulevard northbound at Alafaya Trail. And finally, Colonial Drive near Dean Road at Miami. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Osceola County.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
Did you know that Mortgage Guy Don does a live radio show every Saturday? That's right. Each week on Saturday mornings, Don and his crew, they're answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. He's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business, explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. Also, if you have a quote already, you can get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguydon.com. Hit the compare quote button, upload your quote, and he'll let you know if you can get a better deal. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Discover the essence of Florida at Everglades Restaurant Rosen Center. Join us Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. for an unforgettable evening of culinary artistry and tequila exploration. Savor 6 handcrafted cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Vlachos. Reservations strongly recommended. Call 407-996-2385 to reserve your spot. Everglades Restaurant, where Florida's flavors come alive. 9840 International Drive, Orlando.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Hi there, Jesse Bon Jovi here. When I set out to create Hampton Water Rosé with my dad, John Bon Jovi, we blended the best French rosé with the laid-back lifestyle of the Hamptons. 7 years later, we are all that and more. With a spot on the top 100 list, we're now the world's favorite rosé. We're for those who always show up for a good time and never show up empty-handed. Hampton Water Rosé, born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Rosé responsibly.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a new movie that has the power to save lives. City of Dreams. From the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, City of Dreams is an inspiring thriller about a boy who finds the courage to fight back after being smuggled into the United States and tricked into working in a sweatshop. Celebrities and leaders like Tony Robbins, Luis Fonsi, Vivek Ramaswamy, Yalitza Aparicio, and Enrique Santos were so moved by this story of hope and resilience that they've joined forces to get the word out about this must-see film and to raise awareness of child trafficking. Critics have given the film a perfect 100% rating and call it powerful and eye-opening, Oscar-worthy, and a rallying cry for justice. Before opening in theaters on August 30th, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on August 28th. Visit cityofdreamsmovie.com to watch the trailer and register to redeem your complimentary tickets for you to attend this historic event. City of Dreams, in theaters August 30th.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgagguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender.
Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
High diving, face first into the world's most viral newsroom. This
He says, hey, Sean, podcast listener, I was anonymous last time I wrote an email. Uh-oh. He's just coming out of the closet here. I was the guy who sent an email regarding the ins and outs of the McDonald's shake machine story when you guys were discussing that a couple of years back. I don't care about that anymore as I'm a realtor now. Well, good for you, Andre. Anyway, I'm listening to Wednesday's show, and you made a comment about how people would think that the promises being made by Kamala could also be seen by some folks as not authentic, as they're in power right now. So why aren't they executing those promises as we speak? Not a big deal, but I just wanted to say that, and I'm sure you know this. The VP job is just a figurehead position. Your role is to support whatever the president wants, at least in public. That's kind of true, but kind of not. The vice president can have their own role, and they could carve out a space. Some of them are very powerful. I've talked about this before. I said, if you don't think Cheney was a powerful vice president, you're nuts. That guy was running the administration from time to time and very, very powerful. So you can assume whatever role you want as vice president. But that doesn't matter. The point is they were at the Democratic National Convention, and all these people are talking about change, and here's what we're going to do moving forward. And it is the Democrats that have been in control of the White House for the last 4 years. So when they're talking about on economic issues, on this, on that, we're going to move forward, we're going to do all these things. Like the party that's saying that they're going to do these things has been in power. It's the Democratic National Convention. The Democrats have been in power for 4 years. It kind of does seem like that because you're admitting that things do need to change in some ways. You're not saying more of the same, continue, stay on the path. Those sorts of things aren't what people are saying. So I just disagree with you on that. He says, Kamala may really want to go about things in a different ways. I'm a centrist like you are. I say that just so you don't think I'm a liberal, and that's why I'm saying this. Also, not trying to pick a fight or anything, but that statement stuck out to me. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. Love the show. P.S. Tell Mo Manji to call me. I need a referral partner in South Florida.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Andre, for the email. I don't know. Like, I'm just politically homeless always because I look at things and I see people that are just crazy. I can't imagine being in a room full of people where they go, who thinks we should strengthen the border? And you like raise your hand and they go, who thinks this about this topic? And everybody in the place just raises their hand. Like, I would have my hand up on some stuff and I wouldn't have my hand up on other stuff. The idea that I could be in just rank and file lockstep with all the people around me on every issue or close to it even is just crazy to me. I just can't imagine that. My brain works the way it works, and I see things on this side that I hate, and I see things on that side that I hate. And it's not about staying in the middle. It's just about not being part of any team and just saying what I feel about each individual thing. I found a long time ago, if you stake a position, let's say you say, I'm a Democrat and I'm going to be voting for all Democrats. Don't take that audio of me. If you say that, you stake out that position, you then find yourself running defense for all number of things, even just obviously bad things. You have to go with the party line and you're running defense. Why? Because you staked the claim and held the ground that you were of this party. Now you're on the team. The same thing for the Republicans. And if you don't do that, if you stay away from it and go, I'm just a human being, then you never have to back up any bad move that any party makes. You don't have to own that. You don't have to take ownership of that. You're just a person. You're not a member of one of these parties or these teams. You don't have to be. Some people want to, but you don't have to be. That's just where I end up. BDMX Con says, if all your views align with a party or politician, they're probably not your views. I think that sometimes it's like social cohesion. People don't want to say the thing. People don't want to say the thing that makes everybody go, oh, hey, this person doesn't agree with us right now. And then that social cohesion gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And these sort of extremist viewpoints take over. And I don't dig that. I want my money to flourish. I want the government to be small. I want people to stay out of other people's lives. I want mind your own business to be one of the most important things in the country. If it's consenting adults doing whatever consenting adults want to do, with very, very little exceptions, honest to God. So few that would probably shock you. But with very, very little exceptions, mind your own business and let adults do what adults want to do is sort of my thing. And I base all of my thoughts, my takes, my opinions off of how I view the world morally and how I think things should operate. I think the most should be done to help out the most people, and I filter everything through that. This is a weird story because I hate to say it, but I think I'm not a follower of his. I don't listen to his show or anything, but I feel like Alex Jones.
I will eat my neighbors.
I feel like he said this, and it turned out to be true, just like the gay frogs thing. Like every once in a while, the guy is right about something.
The gay frogs thing is true?
The gay frogs thing is actually true. And it's lost in a heap of all these things that are just crazy and outright false.
Do you want to expand upon that?
Alex Jones says, you can look it up. There was a study that they did, and they showed that the water actually was making frogs attracted to male frogs if they were male, female frogs if they were female. There's a whole study that they did. But because of the deliverer of the message, people go, oh, yeah, the frogs are gay. They don't believe it. And it's not quite as simple as just the frogs are gay.
It's like a lifetime of crying wolf.
Yes, exactly. When my trust factor in you is around a 2%, even if you say something that's right, I'm going to go, eh. And now there's an actual report just released by the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And this is from the National Toxicology Program, which is part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. They said that fluoride in water can make kids dumber. It can make human beings dumber to put the fluoride in the water. They said that fluoridated water can lower the IQ in kids. We got dumbo kids out there because we're putting fluoride in the water.
Stop drinking from the tap.
The National Institute.
Who is this brought to you by? Evian?
No, I said it's the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services that are behind this. They indicated that fluoridated municipal drinking water accounts for approximately 60% of fluoride intakes in the U.S. We got fluoride here, I think, right?
Yeah.
Look up OUC fluoride. Look up that if you don't mind, please, and see what they say. I'm sure they have it. A lot of places have it. We might not, though. 60% of fluoride intakes in the U.S. We do? 62.9% of the population. How much is it?
0.60 ppm.
Okay, the guidelines for the water quality were 1.5 milligrams, and they said those are consistently associated with lower IQ in children. So kids drinking the fluoride water, you have to make the decision. Do you want bad teeth like the Brits, or do you want to be dumb? And honestly, I would rather have really nice teeth and be a little bit dumber. I would rather be like...
Yeah, because if you are spewing out all this smart stuff and your breath is rancid, I don't think people are going to listen as well.
I'm talking about just like dental, not even hygiene, just the way your teeth look. Like,
yeah, but
do you think
that like bad smell coincides with rotting teeth?
It could, yes. But this doesn't really apply to you because your teeth are fine.
Thank you.
But
I'm so stupid.
Let's say you had bad teeth, all right? Or let's just look at it from a blank slate here.
Okay.
Do you think if you had better teeth and a 5-point lower IQ, or worse teeth and a 5-point higher IQ, which of those do you think would be more attractive to a partner? I think the better teeth and the lower IQ.
Teeth,
it's only 5 points. It's not like a 20-point drop or a 30-point drop where you're like, oh, what's that?
But if you stop drinking the dumb water,
mm-hmm.
will you get your smarts back?
I think you lost it. I think
permanent damage.
It's just fried. It's completely done.
That sucks.
But lower IQs in children as a result of this government study, and you may have been right about that. We'll see. When we come back, Reef Break says, LOL, do the British seem smarter than you? They sound smarter.
Hello.
British people? Yeah, they sound
think
kinda...
some smarter.
Are they actually smarter? Hard to tell. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Beyonce's got a new whiskey and Trump's got a new cease and desisty. Today I learned you can get banned from Reddit for impersonating someone. Today I'm confused because Director of Aliens gets banned from Reddit for impersonating the Director of Aliens. Plus, get ready for Movie Scent Part 2, Electric Smellaroo. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
Real quick, I will pay off that yacht sinking story. I did not forget about that. I'm not trying to do the tease and miss. We just got caught up in something. That's coming up in a little bit, but the next episode, when we come back, that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we're going to see the rain continuing. You know, this afternoon it could be really heavy, especially when the kids get out of school, and it could linger through your evening commute. So today is a Fox 35 weather impact day. Watch out for periods of torrential rain as well as occasional clouded ground lightning. Otherwise, temperatures will be in the mid-80s. We could get a couple of inches of rain. A little street flooding can't be ruled out in poor drainage areas. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Labor Day weekend savings are here at Lowe's. Right now, buy one, get one free on select interior paint via Lowe's gift card rebate. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details. Valid through 9/4.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Radio 104.1.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
Subscribe to the podcast. This is where you can always see what's going on in the world of the News Junkie. Go over to the website, thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see all the podcast links, no matter where you're listening, maybe over on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. Go to thenewsjunkie.com for those links right now. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Okay, my beautiful black people.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Homeland Radio Show. That means you can get your questions answered live on the air every Saturday morning. Tune in, because he's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business, explaining the real mortgage process to you, because he wants you to know how it works. Especially if you're a first-time home buyer, get in on that Florida Hometown Heroes program. Also, if you're active duty military, I forgot that word for a second, or a veteran. I did not forget that word. Thank you for your service. And now you could be getting up to $35,000 in down payment assistance. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 12 years ago, 2012. This guy right here.
Don't call it a come back.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J is right. And he said, don't call it a comeback, more like, don't come back, robber. Because
True.
That's exactly what he did on this day. Caught a burglar in his home.
That's what you say to robbers.
Don't come back, robber.
Don't come back, robber, and I will be calling the cops. And it was at 2 o'clock in the morning. He restrained the guy until the police could get there, which is pretty cool, but probably a mind F for the burglar who's like, oh my God, it was LL's house, and now you're holding me down until I go to jail. So there you have it. And he almost had it. But according to a threat of a ceastas and a desistas, they have pulled down the video from the Trump campaign that used the same old song, Freedom, by Beyonce, that was given, she gave her blessing to Kamala. And,
She said the
Trump,
Harris campaign can use it, but she didn't like the Trump campaign.
That was, it's a bold move to use the same exact song, though.
Well, Harris
sure
did copy that whole no tax on tips kind of thing.
Oh, right. Got it, for sure.
Revenge.
She issued a cease and desist to Trump's presidential campaign after spokesperson Stephen Chung.
I'm not sure.
Cheung.
Hey, here's one thing you'll learn if you pay attention to the Trump administration people or the Trump campaign people. Don't get used to understanding what their names are because they interchange them or they're so they don't last for long. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, obviously this is the person in that position, and then no, he's gone. That's it. It's a lot of turnover.
Well, it was him that posted a video on social media featuring Trump getting off the plane in Michigan, soundtrack to Beyonce's song "Freedom." Freedom is, of course, the official campaign theme song of Vice President Kamala Harris, a choice that Beyonce personally approved. Well, the Trump campaign video was an attempt, I guess, to troll the campaign. They have now removed the video altogether. It has been taken down. So on to the next song that maybe you get permission for. This is an interesting one, and I
will say, though, it's a better move than the Titanic song. That was that was a real bad move there.
So is it because he used it on social media that the cease and desist went through? Because had it been at a campaign...
Yeah, if it's a commercial that he's produced, he has to get permission for that.
Yeah, the performance thing only works for rallies, and then the artist can still say, I don't want you to use my song, and then have to remove their song from that sort of eligibility, and then, they won't be able to use it. But mostly it's like artists just going, I want everybody to know I don't support this person.
Speaking of songs, this next one, Sean, is royalty-free.
All
so
right.
I just want to let you know this article is not spoiler free. So I'm about
Muting
to...
in 3.
No, come on. I did a lot of
and
search for it.
Go ahead.
This movie right here, which is not the theme song for it because that is not royalty free. Alien Romulus is correct. Thank you.
I wouldn't have known the real one either.
Oh yeah, it's a Alien Romulus.
It'd be funny if it was a real schlocky theme song to such a serious movie.
What's that buried in your chest, girl? Oh, it's a baby alien. How did it get there? Through your throat. Because it attached to your face, then stuffed its
Spoiler
tail.
alert.
It's in all the movies. That's how it happens. I rewatched the trailer for Alien Romulus, and they really show a lot. I guess it's the red band one, but there's a lot of throat action there.
That's all of them right now. All these trailers where there's so much of the plot. I don't want that.
Oh,
I want
So you're saying the trailer had a lot of what's in the movie, huh?
No, the trailer doesn't ruin the movie necessarily, but I don't want to know so much about the plot. I just want to know just enough, and then I get excited, and then I go see the movie.
So I'm going to try to not spoil this for myself and other people, but the story still stands. Despite having the biggest movie of the week, there are some critics that Fede Alvarez can't convince because he was part of the subreddit, I think. It was supposed to be Ask Me Anything. But then he was permanently banned from said subreddit because they accused him, the moderators that is, of impersonating the director of Aliens Romulus, despite him being the actual director.
At least they didn't institutionalize him, like the guy who said he was from the Temptations. Or
They're like, get him in a straitjacket. There's
This
no
guy's
way.
out of his mind right now.
The moderator shared an update that he was immediately reinstated and had a very friendly conversation with them. Awesome guy, once he was verified, I suppose. They also shared the filmmaker's response. I'm sorry, just found it hilarious, he wrote. My bad, no harm done. Thanks again for such great work moderating my favorite subreddit, which is not Ask Me Anything. It was the Alien subreddit.
Oh, okay.
It lives to see another day with the director all up in it. And have you guys seen The Union yet? The new Netflix movie with Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry.
I'll be honest with you. This is the first time hearing it.
I had not heard about that.
Well, it's number one. At least it was over the weekend. I did give it a peekaroo, and by that, I watched the entire thing. I thought it was cute.
You give it the whole-aroo.
Yeah, I did. But I guess it's not great as far as the ratings are going.
Oh, no, people don't like it?
Not really, but some people are saying, like, we settled on watching it after a long weekend. I did much the same, and I thought it was really stupid, kind of a terrible plot. But I guess out of curiosity, this guy named Paul from BroBible.com, he decided to enter a single sentence into ChatGPT to see how similar the plot of The Union, the new Netflix movie, is to just ChatGPT coming up with their very own movie. And it turns out that you can AI generate Netflix The Union plot, and it ends up being better, at least according to Paul. It says, generate a plot line for a movie about a blue-collar worker who is hired to be a spy for a secret non-government agency. And then this happened. It's called The Fixer.
I'm listening.
It's described as a skilled mechanic is unexpectedly recruited by a mysterious non-government agency to become a spy. As he navigates the dangerous world of espionage, he is needing to rely on his blue-collared instincts and his resourcefulness to stay alive and uncover the truth behind a global conspiracy.
That sounds like the Netflix movie?
Absolutely. One evening after closing the shop, Joe receives an unusual visitor, Maya Davis, sophisticated woman who claims to represent a secret non-government agency known as the Network. It goes on, and I don't want to spoil the fake movie or the real movie, but I have to agree with Paul from Bro Bible. ChatGPT killed it. So maybe they'll have a part 2, or they'll have this brand new movie by ChatGPT.
I want you guys to see Cuckoo.
I want to see it too.
Yeah, I think you guys should see it. It's so weird and uncomfortable and strange, but
Say no more.
It's one of those movies where after I watch it, I go, that was really odd. I want more people to watch that so that I can talk to them about it.
Oh gosh, what's the Euphoria actress? I'm now blanking.
The blonde girl.
Sydney Sweeney.
No, it's not her.
It's
not her.
Whole H. There's an H. Transgender. Yeah. Anyways, how'd they do?
What the
acting.
That's not the lead then. If it's a transgender person,
the blonde
lead is it's some blonde girl.
That's a transgender actress from Euphoria.
No, I don't think so.
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer, absolutly. I
bet
you $100.
That's just not who I'm talking about, though.
All right.
Oh. Maybe it is. I didn't even know that person's transgender.
I'm so right. Yeah,
I had no idea. No, we watched the whole movie and didn't even. They don't like make that a part of anything, and so it just kind of goes by.
And this was the actress who had also said, like, "Hey, I don't need to just play a transgender character just because I'm transgender. Like, I'm ready to expand that role to other things. Like, I realize that I'm transgender, but I don't need to be the poster child for it." And I think that's where this role came into play.
Yeah, if you watch this movie, like if you're like, oh, transgender, if you watch this movie, you will have no idea that that's a transgender person. It's not part of anything that's going on.
So you see her big old wang.
As a matter of fact, no wang either. But I'm in top surgery. I guess that's a good time for the boob tube. And with that, I tell you what you can watch. And that includes the 4th day of the Democratic National Convention.
Okay.
You're an alien going down a throat. And you're born in the chest of a stranger girl from Earth. You also have the third season premiere of the 90s show on Netflix, series finale of Evil on Paramount Plus.
B-52 vibes on this.
There we go. Where is Sigourney Weaver when you need her? Is she gonna shave her head again? Who knows? I'm B-52. Amy Poehler and Fred Armisen are going to be on Seth Meyers, and you follow your dreams. Send me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Got a new video up in collabs with Real Radio. And Just Call Mo, big comedy show coming up. All the details there on Instagram. Most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
My favorite thing about your band impersonations is that the band always sings about the band name. We're the B-52s, and that is our name.
Just in case you were confused.
And then it's like, we are Red Hot Chili Peppers. Every band sings the name of the band.
Yeah, we're Red Hot Chili Peppers, California.
Listen, I only made it to level 3 of improv class. I'm sure at level 4 they'll be like, Sabrina, stop singing the name. Thank you.
Quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about that super yacht that sank and the rescue efforts, which are pretty crazy, what they were doing to try to go down.
Super yacht that sank.
to save people. And the Trump assassination attempt. There's a new theory. I don't know where this came from, but about what was happening, why this guy did it. There's a new theory being floated today in a couple of news stories. We'll get to that as well. It's all coming up next in the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers play here. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Those delays do continue on in the Orlando area. If you are behind the wheel, careful at Sand Lake Road eastbound, just west of I-4. An incident is causing a delay. Your usual delay on I-4 eastbound, approaching 535, but also westbound approaching Sand Lake Road. Also, an incident is causing a delay. That's Avalon Park Boulevard northbound at Alafaya Trail. And finally, Colonial Drive near Dean Road at Miami. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1, sponsored by FloridaJobsNow.com, coming Wednesday, September 18th.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff. In my job, keeping in shape is important. All this to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months,
I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Andrew 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Looking for the best donuts and breakfast treats in town? Then you got to go check out Shipley's Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley's Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit them today at 2225 South Cimarron Boulevard.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword music to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's music to 200-200.
Radio, no rule for no radio.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
People who thought they were just
having a nice day on a super yacht, which I'd like to just have one day on a super yacht, if you don't mind.
I think an hour or something. That'd be cool.
That's true. I'm being greedy. Just a matter of hours, like a lunch. A lunch on a super yacht would be kind of nice if somebody would give us that opportunity.
Or obviously private jet.
Yeah. Ooh, God.
Like good private jet. Like, I remember I told you guys for a while I got really into that channel on YouTube where the guy took all of the, like, top of the top first class flights and first class, train rides, and he would document the whole thing. Yeah, he did an episode where he was trying to do it on a private jet, and they only let him in there to tour the place. They didn't even fly him anywhere. This was just during an air show, and everything was covered in plastic.
Oh, man.
This is too nice for even that guy.
This guy's probably got like millions of YouTube followers.
He does. And millions of views.
So I want to talk about that super yacht that sunk and the crazy rescue mission that didn't get any coverage at all. That really was a phenomenal thing that we need to discuss. We'll get into that in a moment. And this contest that I enjoy, both those on deck here will be paid off in this segment. Is the thing you texted about, Sabrina, for air or not for air? Just out of curiosity.
It was for air because it was on air.
Okay.
But,
Oh, is the video of me sounding like Garth Algar all by himself after Wayne got fired?
I had no idea. And granted, I just heard the first little bit of it, and I was dying.
Hold on, we have to recap for folks who are just joining the show.
It's so good.
So I was here in my studio, and for some reason there was a connection blip, and C-Lane couldn't hear me. I could hear C-Lane, but he couldn't hear me. And so C-Lane just had to start doing the show with no rejoin or anything.
Nope.
No music, no
raw dogged
voiceover from the sky. And Sabrina was once again stuck in the elevator, and C-Lane's by himself for how long? 40 seconds? 30 seconds?
It was a good amount. It was
Somewhere
a good amount
30
for
to
sure.
40. I was about to start doing not rejoins, dispatches.
I didn't get to hear this because on my side, obviously I'm going crazy. Everything's cutting in and out and stuff, and I'm trying just to get back with the station. And Sabrina didn't get to hear because she's headed towards the studio. So who heard this? Where do we cut this?
My friend Alex did, and so he sent a video of his car, and he presses play, and he goes, "Killing it." So
no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
You were like the audio version of Flintstones, where their feet are running through the air.
Yeah, and he tried his best. All right, considering it was. Here we go.
All right, let's see.
No show. All right. Well, let's see. We're gonna get to some of your dispatches here while we try and reconnect with Sean. My name is C-Lane, and you're listening to the News Junkie. How's everybody doing? Good. Yeah, well, I am well as well.
I'm well as well.
This is a no good, very bad idea. So just let me have the radio station and not doing anything. Oh, look, Sabrina's here. Because we do not have a show.
I'm well as well.
Man, Alex has got some bass in that ride.
Seriously, sorry.
Was that the
speakers I just blew out?
Was that through the Jeep?
That was through the Jeep.
Oh, buddy.
Fancy.
Oh,
you have
funny.
a very soothing voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, all right, how you doing? Well, cool. Yep, all by myself. There we go.
He was trying to stay away from the thing that everybody falls into, where you just start repeating anything you could see around you.
WTKSFM HD1 Coastal
Like you see, you're in the radio station, just looking around on the board, and you go, a keyword contest coming up in a little bit, and iHeartRadio is the best app you could ask for.
Smell-o-vision.
Big Doug Millionaire says I should bring in a guitar for moments like this. I actually have one in here, and I just
could have gone to that.
It happened so instantly. If you had given me like 2 minutes, I would have had a rejoin at least.
Oh, for sure. Had I not been stuck in the elevator, I would have whipped something up. But series of
Kurt hit the nail on the head. Garth Algar going, I'm having fun. Not.
What a good time. All right. Well, let's get into this real quick because the Bulwer Lytton Fiction Contest has just passed. I know. This is very exciting for people to hear about this. The Bulwer Lytton. Here's how, if you guys want to see what this is, it's spelled like this: BULWER Lytton, LYTTON Fiction Contest. This is a contest that they do every year where people have to write the opening line for a fictitious book, and they all go head to head on like just how bad they sound. So the opening line in the book is the most important line. It's supposed to reel you in and get you interested in all those pages that follow. And to write a good one is a very difficult thing. Here's an example of what won the 2024 grand prize here. She had a body that reached out and slapped my face like a 5-pound ham hock tossed from a speeding truck was the winning opening line from one of these. The Grand Panjadrums Special Award. This is something they give out. Miss Higgins' body was found in the pantry, bludgeoned with a potato ricer and lying atop a 50-pound sack of Yukon Golds, her favorite for making gnocchi, though some people consider them too moist for this purpose. The first sentence from a Joel Phillips who tossed this out there.
I kind of want to read the rest of that book, though.
There's a lot of people who have done this. Maybe it takes some skill to write a bad one, too. And
it seems like this is named after Edward George Earl Lytton Bulwer Lytton.
All right.
Or just Edward Bulwer Lytton.
Is he a famous author?
He was, famous. And he's famous for one thing that you'll definitely know. You'll definitely recognize.
Really?
And he was the Secretary of the State for the Colonies from 1858 to 1859. And he wrote the phrase, "The pen is mightier than the sword."
Well, damn, yeah, I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I absolutely know that one for sure. Some of these are really long. I hesitate to even get into them. Oh, let me get some breath here so I can get through this whole thing.
Oh, that's why they're naming stuff. That's why he's named for this contest. He was famous for the opening phrase, "It was a dark and stormy night."
Oh, that's a good one, too. Everybody rips that off.
He also coined phrases, famous phrases such as like the pursuit of the almighty dollar and the great unwashed.
This guy was good. He had all this stuff.
And now this contest is about making like horrible lines?
Horrible intros or just notable intros. Dishonorable mentions. Here's the one that won that category. It had seemed a good idea at the time. The first night of my 2-week all-inclusive vacation, spent with an affable stranger in a tapas bar oiled by an excess of Corona Extra and tequila shots. But now, in fancy dress, holding a red cape under a pitiless noonday sun, while 1,000 pounds of snorting horned beefsteak eyed me malevolently, hoofing a hole in the dirt, the packed spectators, oling for all they're worth, I, a junior sales rep in kitchen utensils from Milwaukee, wasn't so sure.
That's one sentence?
Big, fat sentence right there. Too much.
Did not think you were going to say fat.
I have done enough damage today. We'll keep it.
You've done nothing.
PG from here, I think.
I think you owe everyone an apology.
Let's talk about this super yacht. All right. This super yacht, 184-foot British flagged yacht, went down in a storm. There was like a tornado, like a water spout that hit them, and it sunk this sailboat. It was huge, huge sailboat. And there were, I think, 6 people missing as this thing went down, including some of the crew for this sailboat. And they don't know exactly, why it went down, because it should have been able to survive a water spout like this, being as big of a boat as it was. There's some mysteries around this story that are even more disturbing, like the one I told you where somebody who was on this boat was involved in this big court case, Mike Lynch, I think. And then the other person who was in that same court case was hit by a car and killed while he was jogging a couple of days later.
What are the odds of that, man?
Just a little curious. But the search and rescue is what I was most interested in. This thing was about 50 meters down in the water. The sailboat was on the floor 50 meters down. And the people who were going down scuba diving could only be down there for about 10 minutes. So the scuba divers from the surface to getting down to this 50 meters had about 10 minutes or so, and then they had to get up and get out of there. So they were making their way down. Slowly but surely, they made a hole in the hull of the ship. And then they would come down, and then they would go into the hull hole, and they would swim around a little bit, but not too far because they only have so much time. And then they would poke themselves back out and go back up. And they had to do that time after time after time after time.
Can I tell you that just gave me
thing.
anxiety?
It would freak me out. And it brought up memories of, remember the dude who was trapped in the ship for 3 days underwater?
And he just had like that tiny little air bubble left.
He had a little air pocket. And he was
surviving on ketchup packets or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. And this guy was down there for 3 days, and he survived. And it was just unbelievable, the story of his survival. And unfortunately,
no for me.
The same was not the case for these folks, they don't think. They've found most of the bodies as of now. And it shows you all the money in the world can't save you from a water spout like this. The rescue crew is brought 4 body bags ashore at Porticello, and divers on scene said they would try to recover it on Thursday while continuing the search for the 6th person who was out there, but they expect that all of them have unfortunately passed. And this yacht was at the bottom there, 50 meters down. Okay, let's see what you have to say. And your dispatches are sent over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's hear from, okay. Here's a funny name. It says, please talk about this. We could do that.
Hey, guys, happy day. Sean, could you please talk about something that I have not seen enough of, and that is DeSantis wanting to add pickleball courts, golf courses, and lodges to the Florida state parks. I believe there's 9 of them. One of which involves bulldozing down some protected sand dune areas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
This
about.
has all happened kind of in the shadows. One of the park supervisors didn't even know about it until it broke on the news. And I just think it's appalling that we just are going to start, paving over our natural areas in the state. I find it disgusting. If you haven't heard of it, look into it. But please, I'd like to hear you talk about it.
Thank you, funny name. I am familiar with the story you're talking about. I saw that a little bit yesterday, and I was trying to dive deep enough so I could fully understand it. We can get into that when we come back, because it's really interesting. Not only just the proposition and the whole paving paradise to put up a parking lot kind of side of it, but more importantly than that, the way this was done is a little alarming, I think, to some people. Rightfully so. We'll dive down that rabbit hole together in just a bit. But do join us on the show. Maybe you already have a thought on this. Get ahead of it so you can join us with a conversation. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send your dispatch right now. An emailer wants to get something across in an anonymous way, and that's fine. We'll get to that and a whole lot more. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. It's like Christmas, but without the presents.
Hey, we have trivia.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop Labor Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, buy one, get one free on select interior paint via Lowe's gift card rebate, because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/4 while supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas,
September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. Welcome to MGM Rewards. With the greatest live shows on earth, they have all the entertainment you can handle and more. Book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system, where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 1,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a new movie that has the power to save lives, City of Dreams. From the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, City of Dreams is an inspiring thriller about a boy who finds the courage to fight back after being smuggled into the United States and tricked into working in a sweatshop. Celebrities and leaders like Tony Robbins, Luis Fonsi, Vivek Ramaswamy, Yalitza Aparicio, and Enrique Santos were so moved by this story of hope and resilience that they've joined forces to get the word out about this must-see film and to raise awareness of child trafficking. Critics have given the film a perfect 100% rating and call it powerful and eye-opening, Oscar-worthy, and a rallying cry for justice. Before opening in theaters on August 30th, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on August 28th. Visit cityofdreamsmovie.com to watch the trailer and register to redeem your complimentary tickets for you to attend this historic event. City of Dreams, in theaters August 30th.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We have officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now, it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword music to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's music to 200-200.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos.
A lot of people are actually up in arms in this. Personal friends I've seen on Facebook who live in the area are going, what in the hell is this plan? And if you don't know what's going on, I'm going to explain it all to you in just a second here.
I actually saw something about this, a post about this morning. And
did you really?
And I didn't know. I saw a post that was like something about a state park and something, not a golf course. And I was like, I don't know what that's about. And now I'm like, oh, I get it.
All right, I'll take you there. And folks who are listening to the show elsewhere, this is, this is on a very beach-like area. In fact, it is a beach area in a place called Hope Sound. And in Hobe Sound, there is a state park. You go there sometimes on field trips if you live down in the West Palm Beach area. I know I did. It's called Jonathan Dickinson State Park. And it's a beautiful little area. And people are super protective of these types of areas along the coast of Florida, as you might imagine. Because while the middle of Florida is a whole bunch of nothing and just trees and trees and trees and fields and fields and fields and fields, which you'll know if you ever drive down, say, the Turnpike or something and get outside of a city center, on our coast, much of it is built up, and that's really prized territory. That's where we should be putting beautiful public spaces that we keep clean and that everybody can enjoy, whether you're rich or you're poor or otherwise. You can take in Mother Nature and enjoy the beautiful beaches of Florida. But this is such a dumb, boneheaded idea. I'm surprised that it's even happening. It's a new Florida State Parks initiative, and they want to bring stuff to these, they say, largely unused state parks. So like people aren't using the resources here. So we got to do something about this. I've got the plan. I've got all this stuff. We'll look at it here. WPTV says, on Monday, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection announced its 24 to 25, that's 2024 to 2025, Great Outdoors Initiative, which will expand public access, increase outdoor activities, and provide new lodging options across Florida state parks. That sounds kind of good, right? You want people to be outside. You want public access to these places, and all that sounds kind of good. But they said a lot of people have been emailing their TV station. I've seen a lot of people complaining about this. The initiative will also expand outdoor activities at some parks like pickleball, disc golf, golf, and paddling. One of the Florida parks that will be getting some proposed changes is Jonathan Dickinson State Park in Hobe Sound. This is not the only park they're looking to change, but it is one of them they're looking to change. One change that's getting significant pushback from residents and environmentalists is the proposed addition of 3 golf courses in the 1,000 acres of the park's natural habitat.
Yeah.
So there's one quick thing I want to point out here. Sealane, help me out. Again, I do not want to get things wrong, so if we can check in real time, let's do that. How many golf courses are there in the state of Florida? Because I can tell you from experience, having golfed on many of the golf courses in the state of Florida, golfed very badly, by the way, I can tell you that there are a lot of them. There are a lot of golf courses. How many are there in the state of Florida, according to what you're saying?
According to top100golfcourses.com, there are more than 1,250 Floridian golf courses, more than any other state.
Okay.
And
so
many are open to the green fee-paying public.
We have well over 1,000 golf courses in the state of Florida. That's a lot. Golf courses are very big for the uninitiated. Even if you had just 9 holes, it's a large area. If it's like a par 3 9-hole course, if you have an 18-hole course and it's like a large size par 4 and par 5 holes, that's a huge area. And I've been to very expensive golf courses in my time. I've golfed at PGA down in South Florida, right off of PGA Boulevard.
I've stayed there a bunch of times.
I had no business golfing there. I'm a terrible, terrible golfer.
Did you do it in jeans?
I had like the outfit going because I was prepared for it. I knew that I borrowed a bunch of stuff. So I'm decked out, but not skilled on the golf course. I believe we paid at the time $125 a piece, I think, at the time. It'd probably be double that now to play at this golf course and play 18 holes. And it was just like maybe 20 people, 30 people on this entire course. It's too much land for the benefit of too few people. With over 1,000 golf courses to choose from in the state of Florida, we don't need these ones on this special property right near the beach. And I think this is a very bad idea. Let's see what WPTV said. They have a report on this because they said they were getting lots of pissed off emails from people.
Jonathan Dickinson State Park, as so many of you know so well, is a Florida state park and historic site in Martin County.
Tonight, a proposed plan to develop and design golf courses has raised some eyebrows. And
the left grew up with him.
Oh, yeah? You know that guy?
Yep. He was father of people I went to school with, middle school and stuff.
Okay.
Went to the same church.
His name just faded out. Michael Will something?
Williams.
Michael Williams.
I don't know if they'd remember me, to be honest, but
well, let's see. He's on the case here. Maybe he mentions you in the story. That would be like
cool,
giant breakthrough.
A lot of people voicing a lot of concern. We do have team
he'll have to be really just smashed in the story, but we'll
coverage
see.
on this tonight. Our Todd Wilson talking to supporters who want to see more golf courses in that area. Our John Cheeman is looking into the environmental impacts. But we begin tonight with Megan McRoberts tackling the questions you have been asking.
The environmental impact is you wipe out all the natural beauty of the area and replace it with a golf course. And a golf course is not the ugliest thing in the world, but how about it just more stuff for the park, more amenities? Adding a pickleball court is fine. It's a small little area. People can benefit from that. They can go out there and enjoy. They can get some exercise in a beautiful area, and it doesn't cost them a whole lot of money. Awesome. Everybody's going to be down for that. Have like a nice garden area. Have all sorts of areas where family can hang out, picnic tables, and all sorts of covered spaces where you can have events like birthdays. Everybody's down with this stuff. But when you say golf course, that means the whole damn area is covered by the golf course. It's
and
huge.
You're getting rid of the nature that brought everyone there. Stuff that should be protected.
Because for a golf course, if you've ever been on one, you know this, you annihilate everything. You don't have like a bunch of trees in the middle of it or something. In the golf course area where the green is, it's just all gone except for things related to the sports.
Shannon, I feel like it's been a really long time since our newsroom has received so many emails so quickly.
Did you really? No. Megan McRoberts, you know her? Let's see if she mentions you.
About one specific issue that they're concerned about. So we reached out to some of those people, just a few of them today, to hear their thoughts. But the word about that got out that we were meeting here at Jonathan Dickinson, and at least I would say maybe 50 people came to talk with us. All about their concerns over a state's plan to add recreation to state parks around Florida. But here at JD State Park, that could include ripping up hundreds of acres of this open space here behind me and tearing down that iconic Hope Sound Observation Tower.
Yeah, to be absolutely clear, I don't think anybody's pissed off about the adding of recreation activities to an area like this. I think people are pissed off by saying you're going to take a whole bunch of it, and I'll show you just how much because I have the stuff in front of me. This says DEP, that's the Department of Environmental Protection in Florida, announces their 2024 to 2025 Great Outdoors Initiative to increase public access, recreation, and lodging in Florida state parks. They said, under the leadership of Governor Ron DeSantis, Florida has significantly increased its investment in conserving its natural landscapes, acquiring over 260,000 acres, blah, 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 blah. Then they say today's announcement reinforces the DeSantis administration's record support for conserving our natural landscapes, celebrating its 90th anniversary. They talk about the actual plan itself. Here's the plan. All right. Introduction, land use planning and park development decisions for the state park system based on the Department of Environmental Protection. And it talks about the golf courses.
Doesn't seem like they're protecting the environment.
Design and develop not one, but two. And then design and develop one 9-hole golf course. So we've got.
Oh, wait a second. Okay.
3 golf courses.
So, because I was just looking up the average footprint of a golf course, and in the 1920s it was 147 acres, and by the 2010s it's 230 acres. Now they said that the Dickinson Park is 1,000 acres, so now we're talking about 23% of that. Until they said 2 golf courses, now that's 46%.
That's a lot.
And if we're to think that the 9-hole will be half the size of a normal golf course, now I think we're talking over 50% of the park.
Well, I know this is
in the
super
state
visual.
that has the most golf courses in all of the United States.
We already have plenty of golf courses. We have plenty of golf courses on the beach. We have plenty of golf courses everywhere. This is the proposition for those of you on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. This is Hope Sound. It's a beautiful area, like a little inlet type area. And the place that they're talking about is east of where the Brightline goes. For those of you not familiar, the Brightline is our higher speed train that cruises through the area and goes up the east coast of Florida. So it's this place east of the Brightline and west of Hope Sound that they're talking about. And now they have mostly just woods there, some cabins, some staff residences where people live. There's a campground that's in there and a little shop. You can see this whole area. The proposed fix is Golf Complex East, which is all of these areas. It's, it's like a gigantic portion of what we just looked at. And then Golf Complex West, which is another huge chunk of this. But when you see the pink is the golf courses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, this is a giant image, so even here it's like taking a lot to scroll around. Most of the stuff that's going to be within view of the ocean that's on the eastern side of the park is going to all turn into a massive 18-hole golf course. That's just one of them.
What are those points there that I see? Staff residences or something like that?
Yeah. What it means is the golf course is going to go right over where staff residences already exist for people who work there. So they have to move that. They have to uproot those people and move them elsewhere and rebuild the infrastructure that they have, all in the name of building these golf courses. So the battle is over what's better, the land left as the land is in a beautiful place like Hobe Sound, or uprooting it for more golf courses in a state that has more golf courses than anybody else. In my view, that's a terrible thing to do, and it's impossible to undo. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Once you do it, you've leveled the nature and everything that was there once that was pristine, and you've replaced it with yet another golf course. Golf courses aren't the ugliest thing in the world, but they're also not as beautiful to me as just the natural environment. What do you think? Do you think maybe people aren't using these parks enough? So the golfers will at least go out there and use it.
Leave the parks as they are. That's the beautiful thing about state parks. You can come and go as you please, or maybe just let nature enjoy itself without humans for a little bit.
Define using them. What's the use?
What if they say people are not visiting these parks? They find them boring. They want something more fun, like a golf course. That's what they want out there. Course. And they want it right there in Hobe Sound. Beautiful view of the water. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. That one definitely has people fired up on social media. Very, very, very
understand why.
Locked in. Yeah, it's something you can't undo. And it's like, why? What for what? We built 3 more golf courses in the parks. Can't you just build the golf courses somewhere else? There's plenty of free land to build more golf courses if you want to. What's the point of putting them here on this land? And I don't know how that, like the idea that the environmental folks in government are the ones who are coming up with this idea, as opposed to doing things to protect what we already have in these spots in Jonathan Dickinson State Park, making them better, revitalizing them. The money can be better spent in a million different ways.
But they want to make money, don't they?
I think so. Hey, number 1 tweet on Twitter right now. Big pushback, y'all. Big pushback. This happened fast. From the moment this went viral to the moment the pushback arrived, it's a quick turnaround. This has 4.6 million views on Twitter. And some of you will know what this is, and some of you will have no clue. This cutesy demure-s suddenly being everywhere demonstrates how the dominant form of humor is now purely mimetic. Any vestige of originality or funniness stripped away, she says, replaced by regurgitating TikTok trends to signify you're part of the in crowd.
God.
And
you okay?
This lady likes big words.
Yeah,
she likes to show off. She likes to show off her vocabulary.
But it doesn't sound like she's ever come up with a joke herself. Does she laugh?
Who is this? Hannah Williams is her name. Writing in the New Yorker, the New Statesman, Guardian, Granta, Atlantic, etc., etc.
And
she's
the fun-sucking Post.
So this comes from a viral trend where a creator on, I think TikTok was saying the word demure and cutesy and everybody started regurgitating it actually.
It's fun.
On all these different platforms, and it became a huge trend, and the pushback is on.
Where did it come from? Because I know I read something during the week that was like, I bet everybody knows what demure means now, and I was like,
it's a creator that's like, they're like, I think sitting in their car, but then started to film in other places. It's like, see what I'm doing here? I'm how I've dressed. It's cutesy. It's demure. And it's like, it's satire. It's supposed to be, I feel like, dry. And for some reason, people started to use that. And
it caught on. It caught on because
for some reason, I mean, like, it's a fun thing to do. It's attached to stuff. And for a second, we can have some levity by reusing a sound. That's okay, Hannah. That's all right.
I think there's a weirdness in this approach that she's taking. We'll talk about that when we come back, because we got to take a break. And I know there's a listener out there that gets really mad when we're not on time for breaks. It's super important.
Actually, this is one of the times we're allowed to take breaks.
I'm so sorry.
This is on time.
I know, but he doesn't know that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do jury duty. I got some killer stories in jury duty. We still got the RFK story. And then I'm going to tell you why this is kind of dumb, the whole perspective here. Because I think somebody's missing the point. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Florida State's DJ Uiagalelei has been tapped as a brand ambassador for Beats by Dre. He'll wear custom headphones on and off the field. Lake Mary will try to stave off elimination from the Little League World Series again tonight. They'll take on Henderson, Nevada. And WNBA rookie Angel Reese now has a new partnership with Reese's Candy brand, complete with fan-inspired merchandise. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
If you suffer from allergies, have you ever thought allergy treatment would be nice, but I bet it's really expensive? You can go get some Zyrtec or Claritin for $20, but think about how much that's going to add up over the years, decades, a lifetime. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, they can make your allergies go away for good. They don't just mask them like the over-the-counter meds. This is real treatment that'll save you money in the long run. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up. This message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale. This Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
I'm Jeff Jr., founder and CEO of Trajan Wealth. I was born and raised in northern Wisconsin by both my father, who owned a small 10-lane bowling alley, and my mother, who was a nurse, who did her best caring for everyone in our small town. My parents stressed with me that if you were going to do anything, it needed to be done right or not done at all. I later joined the Marine Corps, where additional values were instilled. Values like honor, courage, and commitment. The motto of the Marine Corps, Semper Fi, which means always faithful. The best part of Trajan Wealth, our 100-plus employees who also embrace the exact same values. If your current financial advisor is more interested in selling you something or is more loyal to their own financial gain than yours, give us a call for a second opinion. We would be honored to hear from you. Call Trajan today at 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, you're having a good time.
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu. iHeartRadio, let's go! Get tickets now at AXS.com.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Steak it up a notch with new habanero lime steak from Qdoba. Grilled steak tossed in habanero sauce, lime juice, and fresh cilantro. The perfect hit of heat to spice up your entree. Here for a limited time only. Order today at Qdoba.com or download the app.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real radio. 104.1.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
argument that this probably most popular tweet on Twitter or X on X or post on X or whatever you want to call it is getting at is that like comedy is dead, which I don't at all agree with. I think comedy was wounded in the late 2000s and then, into like pandemic time. And so a lot of times when comedy was on the ropes because people seemed to lose their sense of humor and got way too political. But I think we're out of that now. I don't think we're in that space. And everybody just started saying demure and cutesy after this person's TikTok went incredibly viral. And that became a little joke on the internet. And this woman's post that went so viral, 4.6 million views, was this cutesy demure-esque suddenly being everywhere demonstrates how the dominant form of humor is now purely mimetic, meaning copying something, miming something. Any vestige of originality or funniness stripped away, replaced by regurgitating TikTok trends to signify you're part of the in crowd. The problem with thinking like this journalist, is that this is always the case. And it's always been the case. TikTok is the new Facebook, is the new television, is the new radio, is the new town square. Like all of these things are places where you hear somebody say a joke and you repeat it to other people, or you get in on a trend that's happening and you're also using that kind of language or saying something. Mm-hmm. It's kind of how people work. This is where we get stuff from. It's like you watch a movie and there's funny parts in the movie and you have a friend who's watched the movie too and you guys both do little bits from the movie or the TV show back and forth. Yeah. It's just what people do. They mime funny stuff that they see elsewhere, and maybe that's like sheep behavior or something, but it's just people
but it's
enjoying
also been
themselves.
Happening for
forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Like if it wasn't TikTok, it was just
it'd be something else.
The beginning of time. I mean, that's it. Simple as that.
You watch Napoleon Dynamite and then you say, eat the food, Tina. Oh, remember that? That was funny.
Exactly. There's always a reference point.
Sean.
The problem is the reference point for this person is TikTok, and people do the TikTok bad, the Trump bad, America
China
bad. China bad. Like people are just drones where they don't know how to think for themselves. And this person is saying that because it came from TikTok and people are repeating it, it must therefore be bad. Sometimes people just do those little things, little trends, little gimmicks. Who cares? It's better than when they were eating Tide Pods. Jesus, that was the problem. When people were eating Tide Pods, even if it was just
but
two
they were
people.
Delicious.
That's the kind of stuff that's dumb. All right, we're taking a really. Oh no, we're not taking a break. What am I talking about?
Oh my God!
I don't know. I got blacked out there.
I can't pretend that if I were a kid, I wouldn't look at a Tide Pod and think, that looks tasty.
Give us a bite.
Looks tasty. Look, it's got the little green section and the little blue section.
It looks like a gummy, like
a gusher.
Like a gusher,
yeah,
exactly.
Like a giant, deadly gusher.
With 3 different delicious, deadly flavors.
Are those a ripoff? The Tide Pods are so expensive. Can I buy like a Chinese version of a Tide Pod and then it's like a quarter of the price? You know what I'm talking about? Like, so let me give you an example. I know early on, Courtney goes, you know what we got to get for the house? These magic erasers are phenomenal. And she's right. They are. Magic erasers, like the greatest tool. You get a little mark on the wall, you use the magic eraser, it's gone. They're so good. But they're pricey. They're pretty expensive. And if you just know what they're made of, you can buy them on Amazon. And I think we got like...
Yeah, you can buy them in bulk.
50 for $8. Something ridiculous. And if you were to buy 3 of the Magic Eraser brand, they're insanely expensive. Do they have a bootleg Tide Pod? Is that a world that exists?
Generic brand, sure. Or if you want Tide Pods, I have a family
Tide Pod
size.
guy?
No, family size that I can't use. Turns out I'm a little allergic to Tide Pods.
Oh, are you really?
So all year's been sitting there waiting to want to give it away to somebody. I'll drop it over your house. No problem.
I don't know that we use them. I don't know that we actually use that.
Well, in that case, I'm going to Tide Pod your house. How about that?
Just throw them at the front door. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
New theory enters the chat on the Trump shooter in just a moment. What's going on there? We'll find out. First, jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Arya Shadowblade says, I'm ashamed at how much I mimic the show. Hey, we love that.
See?
We appreciate that. We welcome that. And if we can be any part, at the end of the day, all the politics, all the fighting, all the other stuff aside, if we can be any part of you getting like a laugh out of your life, that is the ultimate goal. You should be, no matter how corny you're being, enjoying yourself. This does not open the door to you sending a bunch of dumb jokes again via dispatch. That has to be stopped.
Send dumb jokes.
Has to be stopped.
Jokes.
I mean, you guys are doing this, but you're not going to like the outcome. All right.
Jokes.
Jury duty brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Thank you, Mo. Over to this.
Speaking of dumb jokes, come to the Mo Comedy Jam coming up very soon. Tickets are going by quick.
MoComedyJam.com. Thomas
Sean will be
Matthew
there.
Crooks is the person who attempted to assassinate former President Trump. And they're saying that his motivation is still unknown. My theory on this, if you want to hear it or don't, it doesn't really matter to me, is that this guy was just a chaos agent. He really didn't have political leanings. He had said some bad stuff about Trump previously on a social media account. I don't think he necessarily liked him, though there was other stuff that this person saying, oh, he used to support him. I think this guy, more so than being super, super, super political, like the congressional baseball shooter who was just a straight up Bernie fan, leftist guy who was pissed off and hated Republicans. In this case, I think the guy was just a chaos agent. He wanted to sow chaos, much like the person who shot up Las Vegas with that horrific incident. You look back on the guy and you go, why did he do it? Because we're humans. We want to fill in the blanks. Why did this guy do this? What was the reason? Sometimes they just want to sow chaos. But
also, we don't like when that answer. You know,
we don't.
Yeah,
we don't.
We want there to be. That's why conspiracy theories are a thing. You know, because they're like, no, we don't accept that answer.
That's true. And there's multiple reasons for that, too, because we don't accept the answer because as humans, we want there to be some sort of reason. And also, as humans, so many people want to dunk on the other team. They want it to be your guy who did this. Waltz told the Daily Mail that he doesn't know how federal law enforcement, this is Representative Mike Waltz, he doesn't know how federal law enforcement can confidently say that this guy was acting alone if they can't answer other questions like why he had foreign encrypted messaging accounts. That sounds bad, but what does that mean? Foreign encrypted messaging accounts? Is that WhatsApp?
Is WhatsApp foreign? Is WhatsApp Chinese?
I don't know.
No, WhatsApp's owned by Facebook.
It's owned by Meta, so I don't know if that would be considered foreign. Telegram? I don't know what he was using, but the 20-year-old was also able to create multiple explosives with remote detonators, another thing that raised Waltz's eyebrows and makes him question whether Crooks was working alone. He doesn't think he would be able to build these explosives by himself. He think maybe, Iran or somebody else was involved. He says, as the FBI, U.S. Secret Service, and Department of Homeland Security conduct their investigations into this massive security failure, there are now some people who are saying that they want to know more, and they're not convinced that this guy was acting alone. Somebody might have been with him. I don't understand it. I don't have any answers yet to help me understand how the Secret Service and DHS came out so quickly and said that he was acting alone. How do you know that mere days into your investigation, he says. So he believes there's a larger conspiracy. Maybe there was some other country that was behind this. Maybe there was more. I'm going to side on the chaos agent side right now, but I do look forward to the investigation, and I still think more heads should roll over at the Secret Service because this was a massive security failure. What do you think?
If it was another country that was behind this, maybe, just maybe, they would keep their mouth shut. But if it was like terrorists or something, we'd know by now. They're like, we almost did it. We almost got you.
They'd be patting themselves on the back. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and fire off a dispatch in our direction right now. Real quick, a passenger arrested at an Australian airport after he left a stationary airliner. That means one that was just sitting still. He left through an emergency exit, walked along the wing of the Jetstar flight, climbed down a jet engine and got onto the tarmac. You're not allowed to do that. He was acting in an erratic manner as he did all of this, exhibiting strange behavior. The paramedics assessed him, and they brought him to a hospital. He's in some trouble for jumping off the plane. Fox asked Trump if he was worried about Taylor Swift suing for the AI fakes. He did not directly address the question and just started talking about some other stuff. He said he knew somebody else.
Wait. He heard a question and then just talked but did not give an answer?
Yes, tends to do that from time to time. Trump may have made a key admission when he told somebody, including Trimble, somebody who's on Fox News, I guess, Grady Trimble, and he said somebody else generated them. Somebody said these are all made up by other people. Relying on that fact as a protection from liability might be zapped. And finally, police are searching for the body of a missing Florida wife who vanished in Madrid during a bitter divorce the day her estranged husband was filmed buying something at the store. The problem being that the husband was filmed buying duct tape. And duct tape is one of those things that's either so innocent or really guilty looking.
Like
the 40-year-old was last seen walking into her apartment where her husband of 13 years then showed up and left with a suitcase later that night. She's not been seen since. So the cities of Vicenza in Italy, Madrid, and Miami are all being scoured by police trying to find this woman. Couple got married in 2011, moved to the South Florida city of Fort Lauderdale. Under an order from the local mayor, they said they started searching everywhere they could around there, including along an old Costco, and they have not found anything just yet. Where is this woman, and why did this guy buy duct tape? Two big questions in this Florida mystery. We'll see what we can find out. I got a bunch of emails, some good spicy ones, too, like that. Oh, you can always send those over. Be anonymous if you want. Put anonymous right up on type. On top, rather. Excuse me. We'll get to these spicy emails. We'll get to the RFK thing. We'll get to Chick-fil-A doing something weird and stupid. All that before the show ends on this lovely Thursday, and that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This season, Real Radio 104.1 is the Orlando radio home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hear every game here, courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Bucs.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still some delays you should know about right now on the major highways and roads of Orlando, including an incident Kirkman Road near the 408 at Robinson, also Sand Lake Road still eastbound at I-4, as well as Rio Grande Avenue near McLeod Road at 29th and Boggy Creek Road at Tradeport Drive. Thankfully, no major issues reported on the Turnpike, and right now we're also clear on the Greenway. Our Valvoline Incident Oil Change Traffic Tip Line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish and just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
Hey guys, August is National Wellness Month, and you know, you talk about wellness and being well and taking care of yourself. I can't tell you how many people, well, I can tell you, I think I've counted in the past month or so, at least 6 people have told me they've been to Life Imaging FLA, they got their free heart scan, and they found out that they had a problem with their heart, blockage in their heart. They ran to the hospital, and it saved their lives. That's 6 people that I know of that are Monster listeners, Monster fans. This is really an awesome thing. It's Life Imaging FLA. They know that, the first detection detection of heart disease can be sudden death, so early detection saves lives of cancer and of heart disease. Get that heart scan. Just go ahead and pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value that is worth it. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. It's Life Imaging FLA. Ask about cancer screening too. Life Imaging FLA.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. Along with that, I'm good for about 4 liters of soda a night. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago weighing 341 pounds, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. My knee pains went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546, office Orlando.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is...
And this is from Anonymous, folks, but...
Not so spicy.
I think you guys are going to want to Google at least something in here, but we have to be careful because this person does indeed want to be anonymous. So here we go. Sean, man, I am disappointed, ... You have no idea where this is going, so don't think it's like, I'm disappointed that you said. I am a charter yacht captain, this person says. Anonymous says, I run a 130-foot motor yacht and do term charters in the Bahamas. Back when I used to send dispatches and I offered for you all to do a live show from the yacht.
What the hell?
How do we miss this? How do we miss the chance to do a live show?
You didn't play the dispatch.
I don't remember this.
I think we might have played this dispatch. This is kind of ringing a bell.
Deja vu? Either way, if you, Sabrina, or C-Lane happen to find yourselves in South Florida, the Bahamas, reach out to the email below, and I'll get you aboard for a fancy drink and treat you to a pinky up afternoon on the yacht.
Hell yeah.
Pinky up afternoon?
Please keep the name of my boat and my name anonymous, as I've turned several of my captain friends onto the show, and I have to be discreet. All the best, junkies. I'm going to send you guys right now, like the name of the boat, so you can look it up. I don't want to bring it up over here because I don't want anybody to see. I want to keep it anonymous.
Forward email.
But yeah, no, it's easier for me to just do this. Hang on.
He doesn't want to give us his contact information.
No, I'm literally going to give you that.
This didn't happen last time.
I'm going to give you that, but what I'm sending you is at the bottom after captain. That's the name of the yacht, and you look that up because I haven't seen it yet. I want to see this thing. It's 130 feet. Can't bring it up on the stream because we don't want to make the guy visible in public. We want to keep him anonymous like he wants to be, but I bet that's a nice boat right there. All right, let's keep this one anonymous as well. Tangerine Scream is what this person is going to go by. I feel like this is one of the few places I can safely vent about politics. The story that broke on TNJ a few weeks ago about Obama calling Biden and telling him Pelosi, Schumer, and Jeffries had Kamala Harris on board to enact the 25th Amendment unless he dropped out now seems to be the truth. That happens a lot. You hear it here first, and then it comes up somewhere else. And in the meantime, people will tell, well, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Always, always, always. Do they ever come back and apologize? No. Biden called out Pelosi by name. Is it nice?
We're going.
Man.
I'm going.
I want to say, we got to do a show on a yacht. That would be fun. Yacht show would be a good time.
Yeah.
Biden called out Pelosi by name, and the fact that the big three Dems and the Obamas waited so long to endorse Harris gives credit to the story even further. Here's the problem. The biggest problem I have right now is the hypocrisy of the Democrats saying we must vote for Harris to save our democracy and country. They're telling us to vote for who is essentially the leader of a nonviolent coup. That's not democracy. Even Donald Trump said he feels bad for Biden for what they did. Even more annoying is when the press chastises Trump for saying it was a coup, but yet by definition, that's exactly what happened, albeit without violence. The whole issue has left me in a completely losing position. I effing hate Donald Trump so much, but I can't in good conscience vote for any Democrat after what they did to Biden. It's truly a sad time to be an American. Trump said Democrats were sheep many years ago, and he was clearly right. Maybe not then, but definitely right now. Rant over. Thanks for always attempting to keep a neutral position. I don't take what you guys say as gospel, but it gives me a starting point to do my own research and form my own opinions. Good. That should be the case. Listen to stuff, take things in, and then from there, you can make up your own mind. Just don't make up your mind in a dumb way. This is from MR.
But then people make up their own mind, and then if it's not in the agreeable of the person who's calling you a sheep, that's the go-to word, sheep.
Yeah. But my problem is somebody will go, I did the research. I made up my mind. 9/11 was an inside job. And then they'll go, oh.
Research,
I remember when that started to pop up and I heard all the talk about it. I used to have all of the different claims to refute all the stupid nonsense that all these truthers would bring up. And then after a while, just like everything else, I throw my hands up and I go, people are going to be stupid no matter what. People are going to be that dumb. All right. Hey, junkies, I agree about movie trailers being crappy for one reason or another. For this reason, I've avoided watching the movie trailer for Slingshot, which is coming out at the end of the month. Movie is set in space, and movies set in space can be awesome or boring as heck, so it's always a risk, but one I'm willing to take, especially for a Lawrence Fishburne sci-fi.
Is Slingshot, I guess that's not the video game one that was getting such bad reviews?
I don't know. No, that's not. That's different.
That was,
Oh my God. That's a different one.
It just escaped my brain.
Yeah, that's the one that all the fans of that franchise absolutely hate right now. I can't remember.
Borderlands.
Borderlands is correct.
Yeah. Points.
Borderlands has way too many celebrities in it instead of just being great. They spent all their budget on getting people that you know instead of saying there's already a fan base for this IP. Let's just make the fan base happy and get them to come out and see the movie. They screwed that up. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com on the effing golf courses. Chris says, Sean, they're trying to run Florida out of Florida. Just because there's land with nothing on it doesn't mean you have to build something on it. Soon there'll be no Florida left. When does it stop? You know what every golf course needs? Houses, right? Says Chris. He's very fired up about this. And lastly, for now, IRO emails the show. Greetings, my three besties. IRO says, I'm a day behind on the show, so while listening to Wednesday's show, you brought up some folks having intrusive or negative thoughts while on semaglutide. And I've gone down the rabbit hole on Reddit, some of these stories as well, but I wanted to share some remarkable benefits I've experienced since starting semaglutides on July 7th. First, what's been quite impressive for me is the absence of food noise, that constant chatter in my head about eating. While the primary purpose was to assist with weight loss, I've only lost around 15 pounds so far. That's good, though. The most profound relationship change has been my relationship with alcohol. Before starting the medication, I drank quite heavily. Most days I'd have 4 to 6 glasses of 13% Pinot Grigio, oftentimes finishing a large bottle or drinking vodka on the rocks. These cravings were pretty consistent, and alcohol was a significant part of my lifestyle. However, since beginning semaglutides, it feels like a switch has been turned off in my brain. I've only had 1 glass of wine while out for dinner since then, and it wasn't enjoyable at all, which is stark contrast to how I used to feel. I have never been a one-drink kind of drinker. The freedom from alcohol cravings is something I had not anticipated. It's made a huge difference in my daily life. I no longer worry about the triggers and thoughts that used to preoccupy my mind. It's truly liberating. I just thought it was worth sharing this experience since it's been significant and a positive change for me, says Iro.
Yeah, I know people on semaglutides that ended up drinking less alcohol, but the way it was described to me seemed less like I don't have the craving for it and more like everything, makes me full.
Mm-hmm. Like even alcohol?
Right. Like, so, especially if you're a beer drinker. I know somebody who would, go out to the pool or something, put down a bunch of beers, and then it's less now because the beers make you feel full.
Yeah.
Aside, in addition to whatever food you ate, you're eating less food, drinking less beer. I haven't heard it much of a craving thing, but I guess if you're full, does that turn the cravings off?
Maybe, just mentally. It makes you not want to put more things into your system. It could be that that's the case. It's interesting as hell. And it seems to me super anecdotal. I don't have any research on this. I'm just saying it from my experience and hearing people and listening to stories. It seems to me that it affects each person in a different way.
Yeah.
Like some people are taking it and they'll still keep drinking and they don't have any other changes on that, but they stop the cravings for food and they lose weight. Some people are taking it and going, I like gambling. I'm a gambling addict, and it's made me not want to gamble. There's just a wide variety of responses I've seen. It's a very interesting drug. No doubt about that. Real quick, Chick-fil-A is doing something weird. Chick-fil-A is moving aggressively into the entertainment space, says Deadline, with plans to launch a slate of originals for its own streaming platform. Deadline understands the fast food firm has been working with a number of major production companies. Random. They're making a bunch of game shows and unscripted TV things.
Can you watch it on Sundays?
Let's see. Maybe.
Can you sign up for it on Sundays?
Mm-hmm. Or where do you even watch it? It says, we hear this includes a family-friendly game show from Glassman Media, the company behind NBC's The Wall, and Michael Sugar's Sugar 23.
Yeah, those went to season 2.
Deadline understands the show.
Wasn't The Wall Dax Shepard?
I think it might have been on NBC. Budgets on the unscripted side are believed to be around $400,000 per half hour. Sources told us the idea is to launch later this year, but where are you going to put this thing?
Their
Chick-fil-A
app is pretty
But are people going to watch TV shows on the Chick-fil-A app, or?
Yeah, I mean they do it all the time with other apps.
I know, but could it be like this? Are they trying to? Because this would be a smart idea. Are they trying to release TV shows? Let's say they put them on Pluto, YouTube, whatever network wants to take them on, and they say, here's content, and built into it is Chick-fil-A advertising. Somehow, like organically within the show, or just as you're watching it, it's branded with Chick-fil-A, and then they get as many people to watch it as possible. Because I don't see anything about like the app or about they're going to launch a channel.
So the app I use to order, and they've been doing this thing, and maybe it's kind of going to coincide that they've had this video game
Okay, what
that
game?
you play. I forget the name of it. Or maybe they stopped. It's not popping up now. But you would play once a week, and if you beat the game, then you would get a free reward. Like I got fries and a cookie one time.
All right, that's kind of cool.
Just to play a game, and I would say for a food app, the game went rather well. Like it was designed well.
That's
it was
clever.
Silly. I mean, it's probably for children, both
Yeah,
the
but-
prize and the game. But
At least there's something you get out of it as opposed to a lot of the other games where you have to pay into it.
right.
Chick-fil-A, which operates over 3,000 restaurants in the U.S., has previously produced content for its own website, including Stories of Evergreen Hills, a series of short animated films. It's also diversified into other areas, such as making children's puzzles and games under its Penny Cake brand. So that's what they're up to now. Chick-fil-A, not just delicious chicken sandwiches 6 days a week, and then God on Sunday. It is now television, games, and more. What an empire they are building there.
And God on Sunday.
A little God on Sunday.
And make game show or what?
Probably not.
Damn
It's a
it.
game show, but it's not gay show, unfortunately. I
Turn
did
this
see.
gay straight. The game show.
Speaking of media moguls, let me see if I can bring this tweet back up because I thought it was so crazy. It was about that girl who hosts the Call Her Daddy podcast and how crazy her evolution has been and how she's on the way to being a media mogul. Here it is. Alex Cooper is her name. In 6 years, Alex Cooper, the girl who hosts this podcast, Call Her Daddy, went from unemployed. She was unemployed 6 years ago. Then she got a job at Barstool Media, the sports brand, like the edgy sports brand. She made $70,000 there. Big jump from nothing to $70,000. Not bad. She left Barstool in that same 6 year span and went to Spotify, going from $70,000 a year to a $60 million deal. Wow. She just jumped now to Sirius, as we talked yesterday, to a $100 million plus deal. She has gone from bankrupt $0 in 6 years to $100 million. That's pretty damn impressive right there. That's an impressive jump to 160 million, I think, was the Sirius deal, or right around that. The split between Spotify and Sirius would be 160. And what a rise that is. Jesus, good for you, man. I'll take the money if you can. Never feel bad. Never feel bad people calling you a sellout or anything like that. If you feel bad about having too much money,
let's go.
give the money. Yeah, give the money to good causes if you feel bad. Don't not take the money because you don't want to sell out. You're doing a podcast, for God's sake. Jesus. Quick break. When we come back, we will talk about the RFK Jr. move. What's that going to mean? And a company, if you don't like politics, that's going to freeze your dead body. I'm going to tell you how much that would cost. I think it might surprise you.
Human sickle?
To be a human sickle, to be frozen and preserved until they can bring you back to life like Fry from Futurama. How much does that cost? The price tag is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Still some delays you should know about right now on the major highways and roads of Orlando, including an incident Kirkman Road near the 408 at Robinson. Also, Sand Lake Road still eastbound at I-4, as well as Rio Grande Avenue near McLeod Road at 29th and Boggy Creek Road at Tradeport Drive. Thankfully, no major issues reported on the Turnpike. And right now, we're also clear on the Greenway. Our Valvoline Incident Oil Change Traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, Labor Day sale. Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets from Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Sealy. Plus, get up to a $300 instant gift for pillows and more.
Mills Air is a company that is going to shock you. They're going to shock you in the way that they operate because they're one of the few honest companies out there. When your AC breaks, it is freak out mode. You just start thinking about all of the bad things, the dollar signs just going around your eyes like a cartoon. And then you realize, or you should, that you're going to be okay because Mills Air is there to help. And if you have a major problem, they have financing for basically everybody out there. And the beautiful thing is, let's say you get financed and you get a monthly payment to help out with your new Carrier unit that you get. that you got a huge deal on because they have rebates up to $1,275 for these brand new Carrier units. You're going to be saving a bunch of money because they're so efficient nowadays. You're going to be saving a lot on your electric bill every month. It may make up the difference. This is a smart move for you to make. One of the many, many reasons to go with Mills Air. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Sign up for preventative maintenance. It'll save you money. Detect one of these upcoming breakdowns before they happen. Get on top of things. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. 1159 or find them online at millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts, now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas,
September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. So what are you waiting for? Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Go to aspireallergy.com today. That's aspireallergy.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish. I'm just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
Discover the essence of Florida at Everglades Restaurant Rosen Center. Join us Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. for an unforgettable evening of culinary artistry and tequila exploration. Savor 6 handcrafted cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Lachos. Reservations strongly recommended. Call 407-996-2385 to reserve your spot. Everglades Restaurant, where Florida's flavors come alive. 9840 International Drive, Orlando.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up. This message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows, 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors, 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender.
Women, we never express
the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had. This is
Sure, this is bad news. I know this is bad news. I understand that it is bad
I haven't
news.
even tried my new toilets yet.
But the question is, what are you going to do next? And we're going to answer that question in just a second, because this company that freezes your dead body until it can be reanimated and science comes around, they've released what that costs. If that is something that's even been in your mind as an idea that you might want to do, I'll tell you what the charge is for that. And it's a little different than I thought it was going to be. We'll get into that momentarily. Sealand bragging because he's got some fancy new toilets he's about to
not
try
even that
out.
fancy, but it's not every day that you get the opportunity to christen a toilet.
That's true. It's
Right.
rare. Very rare.
You guys seem to be doing really well for yourselves. No pool lights and toilets.
Toilets aren't that bad. You can get one for fairly cheap.
Yeah.
You got problems
And-
with your toilets? Your
and-
toilets are fine. Last I checked.
And these toilets were gifts.
I don't know about toilets. You got a gift toilet?
It was a birthday gift. That's when you become old and boring, your birthday gifts they change.
Let me tell you, don't knock a birthday gift of a toilet.
I'm
Think
not
about
knocking
that.
it.
Of all the things that you use, there's
I'm not knocking it. I think that's a great gift.
three key things in your house that you use more than anything else: your couch, your bed,
vibrator.
and your toilet. Those are the three things. Like, spend a little more, get something nice, get like the best one you could ever get, or just like a nice, comfortable one. Don't just put up with it being uncomfortable. Like Sealand said that he had one that was too small. It was like old school. You didn't want
it was way too small. It was
You get the new one.
tiny and it's round and ooh, bad news.
And you don't want one of those ones where it's they only give you so many gallons per flush. And,
Bidet?
There is a bidet. The bidet came with the house though,
mm-hmm.
and I've had to get over my.
How do you feel about that though? That means somebody else has been using that thing.
It's okay. It's it's cleaner.
Cleaner. So that's to say that at some point it was less clean, and now
Everybody's is less clean at some point if you're regular.
I still can't get around to it. I don't know how I feel about that. At one point maybe in life.
Well, the bidet.
But right now we need to talk about what happens when you die. All right, Sabrina, if you got the news that you were dying, I know there's like a sheet somewhere. There's a document where
happen
Sealand and
eventually.
we have all of the things we're supposed to do in the case of your demise. I forgot what they are offhand, but
Perfect.
are
That's
you
exactly.
that's why we got the document. Are you cremation or I want my body buried? Which one are you?
I think eventually cremation, but first, I want to be
On
I want
display.
the body to be posed,
Mm-hmm.
and then or like lowered down as a surprise. Everyone thinks I'm in the casket, and then like I fly, like Tinkerbell when during like the big event that the Tinkerbell would fly from across the park.
Sure. Yeah.
You should know this. You go every day. To
Not
Disney.
every day. No, I don't.
Oh, that with my dead body, and then eventually cremate me. As far as where my ashes go, I'm going to leave that up to whomever. You want to divvy them up for whoever goes to the funeral or my closest loved ones. Want to bury me under a tree? They can go visit. I don't care. I'm dead.
You don't have any interest in being frozen until science comes around, and then your life could be extended longer, and they bring you back.
But then would I want to come back as an 80-year-old?
Maybe the science comes
freeze
along
my
so
body
far.
now.
It might be. It could be.
I'm in my prime, boys. No sleeves.
I'll tell you, I would think about it more if it was now that you learned you were going to die. And then you said, if they do reanimate me, I'm still in this same position that I'm in right now.
Yeah, but not that 122-year-old that just died.
No, God, that's the end of the rainbow. It should have been way before that. What do you think it costs? Okay, they're going to cryogenically freeze your body.
Didn't they do that with somebody already?
there's rumors galore about Walt Disney and other people, but most of those aren't true. There are companies that have been doing this, but this is a high-tech startup. It's giving people the option to cryogenically freeze your corpse in hopes that you might be revived one day in the distant future. It's
And
called
also,
Tomorrow
let's hope
Bio.
that this company lasts until the future. Like, what if they go bankrupt? What happens to the bodies?
Then they all thaw, and you are dead and just in a warehouse.
Smelly.
Take me to the ocean.
What do you think it costs to be cryogenically frozen by this new company,
Flat
Tomorrow
fee
Bio?
or monthly subscription?
There's a flat fee with a monthly membership fee.
Flat fee off the bat, $50,000. Monthly
$50,000. All right.
monthly of $1,000.
$1,000 a month. Okay. What do you think, C-Lane?
Flat fee, $64,000. No, flat fee, $100,000.
Whoa.
Monthly, $400.
Okay. It is to get yourself cryogenically frozen, $222,000, and then a $55 monthly membership fee. And that,
for the next 200 years.
for a very long time, you're paying your $55 monthly fee to keep yourself frozen and ready to go.
And your kids are paying it, and your great-great-great-grandkids who have no idea who the F you are paying it.
It's a monthly fee that is inherited. Because when you die, then somebody else has to pay this damn thing. So $55 a month and $222,000 down. You can also just do your brain if you want to. You want to just freeze your brain.
Oh, then you really can be like Futurama.
Yep.
Or Mars
$83,473. $83,473 just for your brain if you want to freeze that thing.
Okay, and then you wake up in the future in a new body that you don't know and recognize? Or just
Possibly.
the brain and
If
the
you
robot
had
body?
if you just froze the brain, yes, that's what you're going to wake up with. If you froze the whole body, ideally they'll be able to bring the whole thing back, but we don't know. So far, they say 6 people and 5 pets have gotten the big chill, and there are 650 people on the waiting list with an average age of 36 years old. So you can get on the waiting list to make sure you're in line for this. They replace your bodily fluids with antifreeze to keep from irreversible cold damage. They drop you to negative 320 degrees,
So
and
this
then they
isn't
store
after
you.
you die. This is like, this has to be before.
No, this is after you die. This is when you're declared legally dead. Immediately, they come in an ambulance and pick up your dead body in an ambulance, and they haul ass to their facility, and they start freezing you. So, like, immediately after they learn
But
that
what
you're
if
dead,
you
they go
died
for it.
from a crap heart or something? Then you
Then
wake up thousands of years from now with the same crap heart?
That would be sad if they did that. But I think what they're trying to do is they'll go, this person has a bad heart. Can we revive them? Replace the heart real quick and fire them back up to give them a second life. This is probably not going to happen, but they want you
They're
to pay
going to
the
make a
money.
lot of money.
$222,000 and $55 a month. The question is, would you do it?
You want that for
Let
your
us
birthday?
know.
We can
No.
only afford your brain.
No.
Who's paying this? Your state?
Yes, you would have to pay for it ahead of time, or you'd have to have like in your estate. Or you have to pay for it ahead of time because they have to be on the ready for when you die.
But are they proving to your family in some way that they're actually doing this? This
I would
could
hope
be
so.
snake
Who's
oil.
gonna follow up with it if everyone that you love is dead?
They are willing to do that. I wonder, let's go dark for a moment, how many people will take them up on that offer? For instance, I've had loved ones die, and then they go to
Heaven.
I'm not much of a believer myself, but hopefully they're going somewhere good. Fingers crossed.
They made heaven. And I think they made heaven.
So they go to the funeral home, and then the funeral home talks to you. They say, we picked this person up. And then you tell them, here's what I will want this person to be buried in, et cetera, et cetera. And then they ask you, would you like us to take a picture and send you a picture of this person so you know that everything's the way that you wanted it to be? And for me, I always say no, because I don't want to see that. And I don't want...
You always say... How many times have you had to say this?
50.
Well, three different times, yeah, in the past, not as long as I'd like it to be.
You did? Are you sure? Like, excuse me, words. When they dress them up for the casket,
Yes, yeah.
so
They
it
say
was an
that-
open casket when you went to the funeral.
No, for none of my family members. No, because my father and my mother were both cremated almost immediately, and my sister absolutely did not want to be cremated. And they tell you all this stuff, so they go, we want you to make sure that you're comfortable, so we want to send you the photo. And I had nightmares of the idea of this photo being in my inbox. And somehow I would end up over there and I would see it again. I just didn't want to see it. And then the weird thing was I said, no, thank you. I trust that I'm in good hands because the guy was so nice the last time this happened. And they've always been nice, just for the record. But the thing that was weird afterwards was the guy goes, okay, do you mind if I take a picture?
Why?
And I said, what? And he goes, I have to take a picture for state purposes and for liability reasons to show that I did this. He's going to do it anyways, but he asked me, and the idea that he asked me was like, he goes, you don't want a photo? You mind if I take a photo? I'm like, what, you got some collection?
There's a better way of doing that. He should have said,
I just wouldn't say anything.
You should have said, okay, I understand you don't want a photo of that. I need to let you know that it's part of the state law that I do. I am required to take a photo just for liability's sake or whatever.
Yeah.
Mind if I take
Vertical,
one?
horizontal?
Yeah. Do you mind if I take a snapshot? That's kind of weird. That was a little bit strange to hear. So it's happening tomorrow. It may happen during the show. We'll see. There is an event that is during the day tomorrow in Phoenix, Arizona. Both Trump and Kennedy have events in the same area, so it's pretty clear that they're going to team up. RFK is going to say, like, I'm out of here. He is going to say that I support Trump. Trump is like, all right, I need something here. This honestly would be good for Trump. He's had a bad run. The last 4 days of the DNC has been more momentum building, more positive news for Kamala Harris. Whether you think that this is the mainstream media colluding with the people that they want in office, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that momentum was not on Biden's side. You want to hear something crazy? The first 14 months of Biden's campaign, of his reelection campaign, Kamala Harris raised as much money in the first 10 days as Biden raised in 14 months. So you can look at that however you want, but to me it shows there were disaffected voters who, even if you want to call it a coup, were super happy with the change that was made there. And so Trump needs momentum. He needs something to get him back onto the positive side of things. There's so much time left that I think this will shift back to Trump, shift back to Kamala, shift back to Trump, and maybe a couple more times in between.
We've got a chess game, boys.
I don't think it's going to just be this is a one-sided race right now. This is going to be a long ride in the next 90 days or so of back and forth would be my guess. We'll see what you think about that with the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, Central Florida. This is Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday evening forecast. Going to be seeing heavy rain through the rest of the evening, but those showers slowly going to start to taper off as we head into about the 9-10 o'clock hour tonight. Mostly cloudy skies through the overnight. Still going to continue those hot and humid conditions as we head through the overnight as well, and rinse and repeat as we head through your Friday. More heavy rain and thunderstorms popping up as we head through tomorrow afternoon, lasting through tomorrow evening. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $1 Small Frosty Deal. Get ready to cool down this summer with the ultimate treat. This delectable dessert is too thick for a straw, but just right for a fry. Is it a milkshake? Is it ice cream? Neither. It's a Frosty. Come taste your favorite small Frosty flavor for just $1. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
You already have a mortgage quote, and are you wondering if it's any good? A recent study showed that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So don't be a slacker. Compare that quote. Get peace of mind with That Mortgage Guy Don. It's very easy to compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don. Go to the website, thatmortgageguydon.com, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. That Mortgage Guy Don will tell you if it's any good. Simple as that. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman. Instead of talking about how great my law firm is, let's talk about autism awareness. In Central Florida alone, there are thousands of children on the autism spectrum, including my son, Jacob. I'm not asking for a donation, but just a couple seconds of kindness when you see one of our children out in public. It will make a huge difference. If you want or need any information concerning the autism community, contact me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold, but the murder of Carmichael Lanti marked the beginning of the end.
It sent the message that we can prosecute these people.
From the minds behind the acclaimed television series, listen to Law and Order: Criminal Justice System on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart Radio app and search Law and Order: Criminal Justice System and start listening.
Renewal by Andersen is having their end of summer sale, and it's hotter than the Florida sun, and that's saying something. Renewal by Andersen's windows combine chic design with custom-built craftsmanship, providing impact resistance against Florida's extreme weather, which is more important than ever now that we're in the midst of the hurricane season, especially if you live on Florida's coast. Plus, everything is made in the USA. Now through August 31st, receive $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. And be one of the first 50 callers and receive a free True Scene screen upgrade. Again, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations: Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the Urolift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit Urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the Urolift system.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish and just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Send us a dispatch and join the ranks of the great 5%ers. It's the
I just want to show the people you were having a good time in there.
What were you playing?
You know, I give you all these buttons. I give you all this control.
Take the buttons away.
Look at look at your screen now.
No, he took my button away. I didn't know you had that ability. He just stole the button. I was staring at it.
The good sea lane giveth, and the good sea lane taketh away.
Son of a bitch, he just took a button away. He was having fun in the studio playing some guitar for those of you who are just joining us. We don't know what song. They did start to request Free Bird, and they said, play for us, Celine. Sing, bitch. What's going on with birds in your world?
Well, I just had to remove a dead one.
Oh, no. Did it fly into your house?
No, it flew into the building and window, the very clean building window. We had a couple of those instances in the past. So dead, super dead. And it was just lying there. I'm like, I should put it off to the side, give it a proper burial, kind of on top of mulch.
Yeah.
But I grabbed 2 sticks, and all of a sudden it dropped, and it flopped, and it was dead eyes staring at me. And then I picked it up again and dropped and flopped, and finally I just flung it into the bushes. The rest of it.
Well, did it get to the location?
Sure. No,
it's dead. It doesn't know.
Oh, it's very dead. It was a very dead bird.
It didn't feel any of that. It's
but
fine.
It's free now.
What do you mean? Did it get to the location?
That bird's world got rocked. It didn't see it coming at all. That bird is flying, and then full speed into a window. You're dead.
1 minute, it sees a bird flying towards it.
Who's that other bird? Who's that other one? Just rocks your world.
The person who sits at that cubicle is like, all right, I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
That's such a horror film thing, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, look, there's a...
Just over and over. The good news is we got a great job for you. You're going to make a real good salary, and we got great benefits. The bad news is you stare out this window, and repeatedly, day in and day out, birds will commit suicide dive bomb.
Well, one of those two things is true.
Just right into that damn window. Oh, all right. One thing that I thought was fun and kind of funny is Trump. They put the cube around him, the bulletproof cube, because you can't trust them Secret Service people. And now he doesn't like it so much. So some woman fainted at his rally. The woman who fainted, he ran around he got out of his cube. He busted out of his bulletproof cube.
That's
and he went down into the crowd. He went down into the crowd.
Donnie on the spot.
Yeah. He went face to face with this woman, and he goes, "Hey, darling, are you okay? You got to drink plenty of water." And I feel like he feels trapped in his glass case of bulletproof emotion, and he just wants to break out of there. And any opportunity he's going to run down into the crowd and help people. So he helped that lady out with that. All right, let's see here. Let's, in fact, get to them while we have time. The final dispatch.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play
1, 2, 5. The secret is this is the song that Celine was playing in his booth earlier. He was just jamming out to the dispatches song. Here goes nothing. Let's see what you're saying on the way out. Smackerel's talking about frozen people.
Hey, what's up, junkies? Hey, Sean, I believe in the early 2000s, baseball legend Ted Williams, either his whole body or his head was frozen, and his kids were fighting about it. Anyway, you talking about that preserving your body thing. I believe that's already happened. I live with pops.
You know who's still fighting over bodies, too?
Who's that?
Casey Kasem's family.
Oh, God, that got
10 years
ugly.
ago. 10 years ago he died. And I just saw a headline earlier this week that his daughter is still trying to find a peaceful resting place for him.
Damn,
fighting.
that's
so
brutal.
Where's Casey Kasem's body?
Still reaching for the stars.
Ted Williams did die and get cryogenically frozen, though. That is a true story. They froze him in 2 pieces. And we'll go over
Hope
to...
they stay in the same spot. It'll be difficult in the future.
I'm a PC. Stop sending in double dispatches. If you send one, that's enough.
If it
That
was a
one
Mac, it'd be different.
As a matter of fact, you're getting a frowny face for now.
No.
Sorry.
Are you sure it's his fault?
Yeah, I know it's 2 different dispatches back to back, like within a minute or something. Mommy Salami with a dispatch for us.
Hey guys, yesterday you were talking about semaglutides and how they can make you no longer pre-diabetic, but that's only while you're on the drug. They did like a big study of people who were on, I forget the drug that you had mentioned, for like 11 months, and then they had people go off of it, and like a lot of them became pre-diabetic again.
Is that a baby, maybe? It's something that breathing into it, I hear you saying.
I have a good friend who did Ozempic for like 3 months, and she said that after she went off of it, she was like absolutely ravenous. Like her appetite was so much greater than it had ever been before, and she like gained a lot of the weight back. So I think that might be the reason why a lot of these insurance companies aren't covering this right now, because it's not being shown to have like long-term benefits. It certainly has benefits while you're on the drug, but if you go off of it, a lot of people are no longer having benefits from it.
Thank you. Appreciate the dispatch, Mommy Salami. I imagine you just want to rage and eat everything when that hunger comes back, so you got to really control that. I don't have a timer over here, C-Lane, so...
Hey, what the heck? Oh, man.
Can anybody get me a timer? Because I need timers.
Why don't you just guess? All right,
I was just doing that.
Timer.
I was just doing that in my head, and I go, I'll screw this up. I want to make sure we're not over. I want to be respectful to all the other shows. All right, let's right now do one more dispatch.
I didn't press any buttons.
Here's Tunza talking about parks.
Sean,
yeah,
you keep saying people aren't using them enough. How about the wildlife that lives there?
Yeah.
You forget about that? Pots?
Oh, thank you,
buddy,
sir.
we're on the side of not building a golf course there.
No, he's still angry. And Potts. Who says Potts? What
Putts.
year were you born, sir? Putts. Is still calling people Putts in 2024? Do they allow you on the internet? Is this like, have you broken a law to get on here and actually send us this dispatch? Thank you, sir. Thank you for that, regardless of how good or bad it may have been. We appreciate you. Now let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. The federal government made a big oopsie. They had told us that through March of 2024, they'd been really on a roll, and they'd had almost 3 million jobs added under the Biden administration. Then the government agency that counts itself and says, we're doing this. Here's the new numbers for employment. Perfect. They said we screwed up. We overstated the amount of new jobs by 818,000.
And I understated how much time we had left in this segment.
Oh, hang on. Are we almost out of time?
Today I Learned.
No, it's you need to start Today I Learned, though.
All right, we'll get out of here. You guys have a different timer up. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. Plenty of time. How you guys doing?
Great, yeah.
Good,
having
math.
a good time.
I'm good. Feeling good. I'm good.
I feel all right. Got a double shift today, so that should be fun.
Oh, are you on the Colbert Show?
Bet your ass.
Nice.
Yeah, good
nice.
times. Good times. Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy that over there. Today I Learned this band right here.
Cult of Personality by Living Colour.
Living Colour is correct. The lead singer of Living Colour, his last name is Glover.
Yeah, no, Corey Glover.
Corey Glover.
Damn.
And he is a celebrated actor as well. He was in Platoon, of all movies.
No, that was Danny Glover.
He was Private Francis in Oliver Stone's Vietnam War
that was
film
Donald
Platoon.
Glover,
And he also was in a television series called Signs of Life. There you
baseball
go.
Glover.
Yeah, Power Glover.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it.
Lover.
We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missing the show, get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.